We gotta do something different about lighting. I think that's just the final little note on that. We gotta do something different with lighting. Let me see here. You know what? Actually, I need to go ahead and get a. I need to go ahead and get an overlay. I guess we can try to set up our intermission screen. Intermission. Still feel like. Oh wait a minute. Still feel like it's really green. My neck is see-through. Different lightings. See, even when it's behind it, it still gives a little like weird glow. Samurai, what's up, man? What's up, bro? What's up, man? Good to see you, golly. Good to see you, my boy. Dude, it's been a, you know, it's been a doozy, but we getting it worked out. We are getting it worked out. I'm about to throw myself in here right now. Video capture. Actually, let's go. What do we throw in right here? Nesting scene here. Now it should be here. You can really kind of see it on the. We need different lighting. That's just what we got to do. This just doesn't work properly. It doesn't work properly. This lighting, this setup. Oh no, I'm losing my settings. Like, I'm tired of that fuzz, bro. That's really, I'm tired of that fuzz. That don't look that bad right there. Oh, I need something behind me though, like boom. Still kind of there. Audigy, what's good, man? What up, Audigy? You finished that PC? Yes, that PC is done. We're on that PC right now, setting it up, testing it, all that kind of stuff. Malcolm was taken. What's up? Just want to let you know, I've been going mellow, but you can still call me Malcolm. Yes, I have YouTube now, so I'll be streaming on there soon. Hey, congratulations, Malcolm Mellow. Hey, bro, keep going, man. If you want to change your name on if you want to change your name on Twitch, I'm pretty sure you can. Man. If you want to change the Mellow was taken or whatever. The chain was nice. How did you see? That is why. Wait, that's why this looks bad. Yeah, my lighting is jacked right now, bro. My lighting really is. I just gotta find something different to do with this. This just doesn't work anymore. Oh, it's trying to decrease, but I feel like it's really green. So as soon as I fade back, hi. Man, I gotta. We're gonna get that fixed, man. We're gonna get that fixed. I keep thinking I have a white, but I can't tell if I can get a new. I just need a. I know what I can try. Let's scoot this back. You just disabled the sound alerts. Sound alerts are disabled right now because the new PC just doesn't have that set up. This is like a fresh OBS. Like, we literally don't have any scenes. Like, we got this and this. Like, that's all we have on OBS right now. But that's what we're doing tonight. chilling and setting it up. But this is the new PC. The build is complete. The build is complete. I got a couple parts coming. One being a fan splitter, and the other being a what is that? In that 2.0 USB splitter as well. So a flan splitter and a USB splitter to get some things plugged up properly. I think they run okay right now, or get the job done right now. But I think as far as like information we're getting from like one of our fans is spinning like 400 rotations per minute RPM, like 4,000. The other ones are spinning like a strong, like, 1,000 kind of, maybe 1,400 there, whatever, 1,000, somewhere between there. Yeah, like 12 and 800. And there's just this one that's just saying it's going at 4,000. So I don't know what that's about. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a splitter for that. Not SSD, no, not SSD. A 2.0 motherboard, 2.0 USB adapter or splitter. Yeah. Oddity, we will get those sound alerts back for you though. It's all coming back, bro. It's all coming back. Matter of fact, let's hit that right now while we're here. So what I would have to do is make an alerts tab. So let's see here. And it's alerts. Boom. All right, I'm gonna throw myself in here real quick just so y'all can see me. Let's see here. Scene. GoPro. Boom. Just throw myself in here real quick. Like I said, so y'all can see me. Ignore the lighting right now. It's really bad. It's really kind of weird right now. But for our alerts, we would have to throw in I don't even think we're signed into stream labels. We haven't signed into stream labs yet, or stream labels. Stream labs. Streamlabs, log in. Let's log in. Yeah, with Twitch. Boom. Here we go. Okay. Now for our alert box. Learn. Introduction, learn. All this should be saved. We just gotta get stream labels. Where do we get that? Let me test this. Hold on. Yes. I don't. Okay, yeah. We gotta get this somewhere. Stream labels. Boom. Introduction. We don't need that. We just need it for Windows. It's a quick little software. All right, we're downloading stream labels right now. Let me catch up with chat. You said a hub. Make sure you get a powered USB hub. A powered one. The motherboard I have says that that the motherboard can support two slots, like the splitter. Oh, are you saying like? Are you saying make sure it's not just like a wire, but make sure it actually gives like power to both? Is what you're saying? Yes, but don't count on it. Okay. So what would it be powered by? Like a battery or? What would it be powered by if it's not powered? Or if it is powered? Said no, like a cell charger. Unfortunately, I don't know what you mean by that. You said like a cell charger. So it seems like you understand that the motherboard said it can support two. It can support two outlets or whatever, two hubs or whatever, two slots. But you're saying get a powered one like a cell charger, like a cell battery, like the circle one, the coin batteries. Think of it like this. Okay, talk to me. Where did we put this? Stream labels text. Stream labels text. Boom. Okay, I think our... Let me see here. So to add, we need a browser source. Stream labels? Is that what it's called? It? Okay, hold on. Alert box, I'm gonna need that. Let's erase that. Copy this. I can put this here. Paste. Okay. So let me test this real quick.
Love it, man. 25 lighters on my dresser. Yes, sir. I got to get paid.
This is a test bit alert.
Working. Okay.
Love it, man. 25 lighters on my dresser. Yes, sir.
All right. That's working. That is working. Question is, where would I put these things? Maybe like on the side. Kind of makes sense over here. Like, yeah, because I'll be like over there. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like over there. So when I go to like gameplay, and we throw the alerts in here, and we get that little test, a little somebody followed. Boom, it's right above me, you know what I'm saying? That kind of works out well right there, you know what I mean? Hey, sorry, let me test this bits one again.
Love it, man. 25 lighters on my dresser. Yes, sir. I got to get paid.
This is a test bit alert.
Okay. So the alerts from Streamlabs are back. That's good. Intermission. We gotta set this up. So let me catch up here. You said, think of it like this. The USB on the motherboard can only send so much voltage. Understood? Every USB device uses power. Understood? Parir, what's good, Parir? Hello, man. Good to see you, bro. What's up, man? What's up? Yo, Malcolm or Mello, are you still here, bro? Malcolm Mello. The USB hub comes, USB hubs come with a separate power to fix that issue. Okay. The USB hubs come with a separate power to fix that issue. The voltage issue, right? That could potentially come from using two different things. Got you. So let me remember what I'm even using mine for. It's all fan. One is for the fan. Yeah, one is for the fans, the lightning node. the fan hub, RGB hub. The RGB hub. One is for that. That's plugged in right now. The other is for the CPU USB cable, which I want to make sure information from the CPU is being delivered correctly. I think how we have it set up now, because our CPU, our RGB hub and our cooler core, both Corsair, so they work together. But I think I don't want to take the risk of like not having the CPU USB cable plugged in, even though it's plugged into the header. I think RGB wise, I don't need it. That's what I would use that for originally. But I just want to make sure like information is getting to that correctly. Pretty said, hope you're doing great, man. Doing okay. What we doing great. We are doing great, bro. We're very grateful. Doing great. Just setting up the new PC. We are sick, man. We're coming out of sickness anyway. I'm feeling better than I have all week. trying to do all this stuff while having freaking nasal pressure and eyes hurting and sniffing and head spinning, you know, got COVID or whatever. So, you know, coming out of that, finishing it all, testing out the new setup. Put it in if you haven't seen it, bro. Check out the new channel trailer. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna be dropping that to y'all. Anybody who comes in, bro. Anybody who comes in, put it in. Have you seen it yet, bro? Have you seen it yet, chat? If y'all haven't seen this yet, click that real quick. Click that real quick and watch it if you have not seen that yet. Man, I'm so hyped. I'm so proud of that, man. Like I really am hyped to that. That's the new Twitch channel trailer. Is there a DM for this? I want to give you my cell. Hit me up on Discord, man. Feel free to inbox me on Discord, and we can chat into it in further detail. And I'll give you let me see here. I even try to pull up which one I got. I don't think I am signed into Amazon on this though. But yeah, I'll try to pull up the one I got. So this is our intermission screen. What we need to do is add our overlay. Our overlay is gonna be, I can't remember if is it an image? Media source? Maybe because it's animated. Let me see here. Pretty much trying to get you guys back in the let me see. Let's call it overlay. Browse real quick. This is gonna be a terabyte Twitch stuff. Oh no. Okay, Twitch stuff. First PC overlay, no. Stream backdrops, no. Those weren't even there. Why weren't those there? Stream overlays. Wraith. Where's our... Have I misplaced? I think I might have misplaced our... Why aren't those pictures there, bro? That's annoying. Until Windows users. Unless there's another desktop wallpapers. No. Dang, bro. I'm gonna just throw something up real quick. Unless I'm doing it wrong. Maybe it's not a maybe it's not a media source. Maybe it is an image, which is why it wouldn't be popping up. See, overlay, properties, browse. We need to change this. Actually, let's just remove this. Application in browser, color source, image slideshow. I'm gonna just go image. Call it overlay. I don't think it's that because our stream backdrops. Okay, now all these show up. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the Ghost City picture up first. All right. Transform. Fit the screen. All right, so this is kind of there. Still needs to be tweaked. Still got this horrible light down here I'm about to get rid of real quick. Okay, that kind of... I kind of did what it was supposed to do a little bit. I'm just tired of this lighting, bro. Let me make sure this is up all the way. I think we unplugged it and it changed. So that's maxed. All right. It's Mellow. Ghost is Malcolm. Oh, the reason my name is different because when I was watching, yeah. So the name I got banned. You got banned? Wait, what? What do you mean you got banned? What happened, bruh? Check my DM. What you talking about, on Twitch or what? I mean, on Twitch or on Discord? So we're having been on Twitch for like 5 months, then I randomly get banned. You got banned by who? By what? Wait, who got, bro? Who banned Malcolm? Malcolm, hold on. See, now I gotta pull up my. Did you get banned by us? I'm gonna create a dashboard, stream manager. This is all helping me get everything back in order for you guys. Pop out activity feed. Okay, activity feed is right there. I'm going to X that out there. Okay, here's my chat. Boom, boom. You talking about Twitch itself? Oh. Yeah, it's called, hey, bro, it's calling you a ban evader. It's calling you a ban evader. Dang, it got you. It's got its eye on you, bro. Don't say nothing wild to nobody chat. It has its eye on you. It's literally labeling you a ban evader. Bro. Ooh, hey, you better make sure you ain't getting too risky, bro, because it's definitely got you labeled. You marked. You are marked. That means anybody's chat you're going to go to is going to say possible ban evader. So just know that. Well, let me catch up here. Pretty said, I love the video. I swear the best streamer hands down. Bro, you like that video? You feeling that video? Chat, if you haven't seen that video yet, look, I'm going to keep throwing this in. If you haven't seen that video, you need to click that, go watch, go laugh, and come right back to the stream. It's only like 59 seconds. Man, it's gonna be right here on Twitch too. You ain't gonna leave. Look, click, watch that mug, and tell me how you feel. Yeah. I'm glad you liked that video, man. Bro, I worked hard on that one. You said, like, do I still remember the first time I met you? And I'm so thankful I did. Yes. Hey, let's go. Man, it was a great time, bro. And I knew he's going to be a great addition to the community. And you have been, man. We done had so many just fun moments. Age guidelines, I don't know. Oh, except Twitch like the count. Yeah. So, yeah, Twitch banned you. I don't know, man. Just be careful. Like I said, Malcolm, Mellow. You might have to remind me here and there, but I'll probably remember that. Mellow, Malcolm, not too far off. Okay, so we have the Ghost City backdrop back in, but like I said, the lighting is really weird. Does the stream itself feel kind of choppy? Like, does it feel kind of... I'm looking at, I don't feel like I look smooth. I mean, I'm smooth, but like... I feel like I look a little jittery. I don't know. I feel like I look a little jittery. I'm on pretty much default stream setups. Oh, actually, are we streaming in 1080 right now? Oh, we're streaming in 1080 right now. Are we streaming in 1080 right now? No, it says source is 720. It says my source. Oh, maybe. Maybe Restream only let you stream 720. Or maybe I gotta figure out those settings or change those settings. Okay, so it says we are streaming in 1080, but I don't think Restream itself is like letting it out in 1080. I also feel like we cleaned up just now. Like, we're no longer like jittery. I don't know what happened in the last like 15 seconds, but we're definitely smoother now. What if if it's the light. The lighting is like pissing me off. I hate seeing all this like smeary like. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. We'll fix it in time. We'll fix it in time. I'm at 720. Okay, okay. I'm gonna check my DMs real quick. Odyssey, see what you're talking about. My voice sounds clear. You like it? Nice. I have like pretty raw signal going through right now. I haven't put any compression or filters on it, so hopefully it all goes better from there. Got headphones on, I can hear your voice. Oh, on your left and the beat on your right, that is the next issue. I don't know why I'm coming in mono. I don't know why I'm coming in mono. I definitely need to be Oh, you talking about call you right now? Call you right now? We can talk in Discord, bruh. Here, just hop in the what's that first one? Hop in the watch party room. I'll talk to you in there. Mic check, mic check. Yeah. See in the link? Discord link? Get in here, Odyssey. Get in here. Bink. It's gonna be the first voice channel. Second voice channel. Watch party. You'll see me in there. But I got what you're saying though. If you're, unless you have something different you're trying to tell me, I do get what you're saying. Hey, what's good? Mic check.
I am in here.
Good to hear you, Odyssey.
Watch out.
Talk to me. How you feeling?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, man. Good to hear your voice, Odyssey.
Nice.
So tell me, man. Tell me about this motherboard splitter. You said like a cell charger.
Okay, so what I'm saying is this, right? So if you're trying to run, so I used to play with a guy that had a separate PC.
Okay.
And he had the mic, he had his lights, a whole bunch of stuff connected to USB.
Okay.
The problem that you have is this: the motherboard doesn't know that you're a streamer.
Okay.
Right. So what ends up happening is that it only accommodates like, oh, you got headphones, you got a USB, anything else like the fans.
Yeah.
If you're running into a fan situation that the fans have two things. They got the lights.
Yep.
And they got the power, right? So I think you had at a NZX case, right? So
yes,
if you run into a situation where you have one fan that's like off the charts, that means it's not getting any signal. It's not a power problem.
Okay.
So if you get something that sends it power, the signal from the motherboard, if you're picking, it depends where you connect the fan. So on your setup, I didn't end up seeing it. So like on my setup,
yeah,
I have all-in-one. Everything's connected to the pump, and that pump on the motherboard and controls everything. If something's off, if you need power, if you get a USB hub, it needs its own power source because every USB port needs power.
Yeah.
And your motherboard can give power. It's only like basic. So if you get a hub, it has to have power to give power to every single USB.
Right.
So
I get that.
But it depends your setup.
So are you saying right there, like I might have issues or it might work? Is that what you're saying?
It depends your setup.
Okay.
So if you have, so on my system, I have, 3. I have 9 fans total, right? If I try to run those 9 fans on the motherboard would be like, it'll only run like 6 or 7.
Okay.
It doesn't have enough power on the headers. They call them headers, right? So on the headers on the motherboard, it only pumps out so much juice it doesn't have enough power to even power 9 fans.
I get it.
So then I have to have let's say a hub for all those to control, all those to plug into.
Yeah.
And then the only thing I need that hub to do, it's just like a power splitter for an outlet.
Right.
You only have one outlet. Oh, I need to plug in 5 things. You get a power strip. You connect them all into there, and then that plugs into the outlet.
Got you.
It's the same concept. The computer is the same thing. So the motherboard will only have a certain amount of things that you can plug into. If you pass that, then you need to get a USB hub.
Right.
That USB hub will have a power source, and then from there, you're not requiring the motherboard to give it power. You have a power outlet on itself that'll do it.
I see now. So like pretty much I need a hub for power, as that's very similar to like a hub for RGB, right?
That's separate.
That's separate.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so yeah, I do have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 fans. 2 of them are part of the AIO, the all-in-one.
Okay, what brand is it?
Corsair. It's the H100i.
Okay, so you have on your motherboard, you have an AIO port that's for the RGB, right?
Yeah.
And then you have a separate port that connects for the power.
Yeah, and that's the CPU header.
Exactly. So where's the one that's giving you a problem?
So the that's a good question, because fan 1 I think is
because that's what you have to differentiate, because you have to know, like,
my
if
issue
you
was
have the AIO on the motherboard, right? So so you're when you plugged in, so your AIO, is it 3 fans or 2 fans?
That's it. It's two fans, but I don't think it's actually been read as 2, which is why that gray area is there. It's actually because it's only going in one header.
So look, so you have, remember, your RGB doesn't matter.
Right.
If you cut the cable for the RGB, that's only for looks. Right. So on the motherboard, you have an AIO, you have a CPU fan header. They have all different stuff, right? So if you're using Corsair and it's 2 fans, those 2 fans have to plug into the AIO on the motherboard if it has it, because that's what controls your let's say you're playing Call of Duty and things get hot. The motherboard says, oh, there's a pump. I need to ramp up the pump, so this way it can make things cooler, right? So if the RGB is something in a set, there's usually 2 connectors in an all-in-one. In any system, there's the looks, which is the RGB, and then there's the fan curve, which controls the pump.
Yeah.
So where are you having your issue exactly?
So my issue that I've found in my BIOS is that it's showing me fan 1, 2, 3, and I believe 4.
Okay.
And it fan 1 is the one that it says it's going like 4,000 RPM, but all the other ones are chilling around like 1,000, and I think one is even sitting like 800, like kind of around there. So my concern was like, okay, why is this one fan going haywire? And I'm checking temperatures and all that kind of stuff. And my CPU temperature isn't like spiking or nothing like that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna check right now.
Tell me what the temp is on it. So you figured, are you running everything through that new PC or 2 PCs?
Yeah. No, one PC. I had one PC in the last one that was weaker. So my let me see here.
I would figure
so I keep saying my
about 60C.
Yeah, I'm at 60C right now. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you see what I mean? That's not horrible.
Right.
Right. So Is your computer loud right now?
No.
So, what are you trying to do with this hub to fix it?
Sorry, I just got back. I went to check. I went to check the on the. So it doesn't is not loud, but I want to say I do feel like though the fans, not the ones on the, not the fans on the cooler, but the fans that are at the top, the exhaust fans. I do feel like those are kind of going at it right now.
What do you mean by go at it?
I don't know. Wait, I can't tell because like the intake fans are right there in front of the case. They're definitely going slower than the ones up top. At least that's what it sounds like. Because hold on, let me go up under this desk because I got to get an angle. Hold on.
Well, okay. Let me give you theory before you do anything, right?
Okay, confirmed. There's like, from what I just seen, there is an exhaust fan that seems like it's putting in turbo mode right now.
Okay, all right. So
one of the ones at the top. It's not a part of the AIO though.
Let me ask you this, right? Mm-hmm. So how familiar? Am I saying it right? Are you with how everything works on a PC?
I can't say.
Okay, so if I say
Jimmy Neutron, PWM, okay.
Anything else?
You talking about fan
with modulation,
right? Which is like the header, right? Like PWM.
Well, yeah, okay. So let me put it like this, right? So the thing to remember is this, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the end, you want it to work the way that you want.
Right.
However it works, as long as it works, that's what counts.
Okay.
Right? So the thing is this. So if you're running an AIO,
mm-hmm.
the AIO on the AIO header on the motherboard should be controlling your fans and your pump to where it needs. That RGB stuff is secondary.
Right.
That doesn't matter. That's just the fluff. Right. So if you have other fans that are in the system mm-hmm. that you say, okay, so for example, like, okay, the AIO is good where it needs to be.
Yeah.
Your temps are not anywhere near. Okay, so if you're running temps, and this goes in any system, right? Intel, AMD, it doesn't matter where it is. If you're running north of 90C,
mm-hmm.
that's a problem.
Yeah, I agree.
Right, 90C.
Yeah.
What ends up happening is it'll run, but then it throttles you down, and that's where you get problems in FPS, system performance, whatever the case would be. So if you're at 60, let's say 70, you're not anywhere in the danger zone, right?
Right.
So what you have to take into consideration is, okay, so now if my AIO is connected to my motherboard and it's running at 60C and it's good while I'm doing things, okay, so let me put that to the side. And if something else in my system that I have connected is my fans are running higher, that's a separate thing that I need to take into consideration and see what's going on there. Because it all depends. Like for me, and this is an extreme, I run everything Leon Lee. So I have Leon Lee controllers. I only use their software. You're using Corsair. So if you're using Corsair, I think their software is called IQ.
IQ, yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're running IQ, in that IQ software, you could set certain parameters on what you're running. So if you're using your computer to stream, play, all these things at the same time, you need to set profiles for when you stream, when you're not streaming. So this way you can select them as you play.
Right.
Like if you go to play a game, I use a program called HW Monitor. It's free.
Mm-hmm.
And what that does is it'll take my minimum and maximum temp of everything. My hard drives, my M.2, my graphic card, my CPU. It'll tell me everything that's running, and it'll tell me the max temp that it's running. So now, if I'm running my game and I'm like, oh man, I don't know what's going on, I could go back and check like, oh, I could see what temps everything's running.
So HW monitor.
HW Monitor, yep.
Is that an ASRock software?
Let me check. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me give you false
Gotcha.
information.
And I asked that because on in my BIOS I seen that. That's what I was going to check.
Yeah,
my temps,
some of them
my
come
fan
with
stuff.
it integrated. Hold on, let me see.
Chat, I think I just found my
CPU Cupid hardware monitor. It's a red icon with a lightning bolt in the middle. Yep.
1 second here. Oh, say it one more time for me.
It's a red icon with a
Mhm.
lightning bolt in the middle of it.
And where'd you get that from?
I just Googled it.
Okay, got you. Let's see here. I just found my my overlay. I kind of forgot where I stored them. It was right at the top. I just forgot what I named it actually. Yeah, red with the not the pro one but the normal one. Oh, let me make sure I'm not. Mic check. Yeah, can you hear me, Audigy?
Yeah, I can hear you still.
Yeah, I see it. HW monitor, lightning bolt software, red with the white lightning bolt.
Yep. So the thing is this, right? So okay, so you build your system, right? The fan that's running. Okay, so did you download any drivers or chipset drivers for your motherboard?
Yeah. I
Okay,
did
so
all my drivers for my motherboard. Yeah, all that.
So the fans that are running that you're worried about,
Yeah.
are they Corsair or there's something else?
Corsair. My fans and my cooler are both Corsair.
Okay, so your fans and your cooler. So everything. So you had NZXT case, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so your AIO was 3 fans or 2 fans? You said 2 fans,
2.
right?
Mm-hmm. 2.
Okay, so your third fan that you bought, how does it connect?
Okay, so or the external fans. So I bought a 3-pack and it came with the lightning node for that's like the RGB hub, but the power for those fans are going via headers on the motherboard.
Okay, where did you connect them? What were they labeled? So it was
fan
a
chassis,
4
chassis. Oh wait, hold on, let me look. Cause now that you say that, I think I do remember having one like, oh well, maybe I'll just try this out. Hold on, let me see. Okay, yes, fan. So there's all the fan chassis. So fan 1, fan 2, fan 3. But or fan 1, fan 2. But the third one, I didn't have a header for the third one, but I had an extra CPU / water pump header open.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, well, this is saying water pump and it's saying CPU fan. So maybe it's just like a fan header that was originally dedicated to the CPU if I needed it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because it says CPU,
So-
I'm pretty sure it's CPU fan / WP, but I
So-
didn't need that.
Okay, so this is okay. So think of this very simple, right? So all those connections on your motherboard are in the BIOS.
Yeah.
Okay, so what ends up happening is so I could tell you that in my setup, I changed my
Happy.
profile in the BIOS
Happy.
because everything that I have, I don't have an AIO.
I ain't even set up Happy.
Everything I have
Home
a
and
custom
teller activates the
a custom
subjacket.
water loop. So I have 2 pumps, 3 rads, and then 9 fans total. Right?
Final Fantasy
So,
VII
in that
Encyclopedia
setup,
activates the subjacket.
I only have to pick one thing in the BIOS, and then I have another software.
Chat, we're setting up the stream, the new PC right
what
now.
you're doing in your setup is
Gaza_GG
you have an
activates
AIO,
the subjacket.
and then you have other fans that are connected to the motherboard. All you need to make sure
Happy and stuff. Thank
before
you
you start
so
tweaking
much.
Flareflex
is-
JR activates the
is my
subjacket.
AIO good? Are my temps good? Because as long as your AIO temps are good, that means that your processor
Average
will not
adult
diminish
activates the
performance
subjacket.
while you're gaming. All the other fans, you can go into the BIOS and select, oh, this is where they're connected. This is how I want them to tweak.
Yeah, I got like the information about the soft or the CPU. I get that from IQ, and that's the first thing I made sure. I was like, with this setup or with the that one pump going wild or that one fan going wild. First thing I did was watch my CPU temperatures, like everything I was doing, every driver, every whatever, and pretty much through IQ is where I was getting that information. But
IQ sucks, by the way, just so you know.
okay. Well, it does a job for just like setting my my mouse, and I was gonna download like NZXT cam or something like that. Yeah.
No, listen, don't do that. Don't do that. And so
H&W's the way to go.
No. What ends up happening is so the NZXT program that they have uses so
Happy
much
and
of your
stuff.
system
Thank you so much
that
for the
it
fine
diminishes your
gifted.
performance
What's up?
playing games.
No, you're good, Happy. You're
Like
good,
if you go and you Google like the
I'm
NZXT
literally just trying to
cam
get stuff
software,
set up for you guys,
and you
man.
see how it affects your performance in gaming,
$40.
people
Someone
tell you to
place for it
uninstall.
sit. Right. I gotta get
The same thing with the IQ.
I gotta
with
get
the
a fan
Corsair
hub.
software,
I think that's gonna help me
but
out a lot.
There's no other software that you could use for.
But I have to figure out where that power is gonna
Corsair
come
stuff.
from.
So you're stuck with IQ. Don't download the NZXT stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So you're saying H&W is the one that you found to be the workhorse?
HW monitor.
Yeah.
What that does is it gives you insight to what your system is running.
Oh, okay. So what do you do? You set your profiles?
So what I'll do is I'll give you an example.
Mm-hmm.
I'll launch HW monitor.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go play Call of Duty,
Yeah.
and then what I'll do is I'll see. It'll tell you. It'll give you graphs, right? It'll tell you your CPU, your graphic card, your hard drives. It'll tell you all the temps. So I'll say, okay, I think I have a temperature problem. All right, let me launch the program. Let me go into Call of Duty. Let me play like 3 games. After the 3 games, I'll just end the Call of Duty.
Happy
and I'll
and
go
stuff.
back
How
to
are
HW
you?
monitor and I'll say, okay, what's my highest temp on anything?
Airbus, I agree.
My hard drive, my
that
graphic
hub
card,
is definitely
my
going to be a.
and I'll say, okay, oh, my CPU is really high. So that will tell you
thing I need to grab,
what you
bro.
need to tweak. Because your CPU is running really hot. Because you got to remember, you got a custom build with the AIO, with additional fans. You don't know yet what's the most efficient way of air circulating in your system.
Right.
So HW monitor will tell you, oh, you need to ramp up your fans on your AIO because your system's not getting enough circulation and to cool it off.
Okay.
It's like anything else. You want to get into something new, you got to figure out what's the best solution for what you have going on.
Right.
And your case, where you place the computer. Like for me, my computer's not on my floor. My computer's on my desk to the right. So that means that it's going to be able to grab different amount of air that if it's on the floor, it's going to be more dusty. If it's dusty, it's going to retain more heat versus up top.
Yep.
It's all different. Yeah.
I agree. I had bought a little roller case just so my stuff would be off the ground a little bit more. And I also have a fan, like a fan to like cool me off that's like shooting under the desk, hitting the PC too, like just for the extra like wind tunnel kind of effect. So you know,
you just gotta see. You need a like if you go get blood work, you need a baseline, right?
Right.
That's what you need. You need a baseline on your system. When you're not streaming, just you turn your computer on, pull up HW monitor.
And later I'm learning by listening to your stream. All right, cool.
Note that, and then once you start to add things on, that's when you start to see, okay, my temps are running at this, they're running at that. I'm starting to stutter. Things are doing this. My graphic card is at 100%. Why is it 100%? I'm not gaming yet. That's where you start to make your adjustments, and that's where you start to, because you don't want to spend all this money,
right?
And then you're like, I just spent $300 and it did nothing.
Right.
That's the key. So that's where you want to see, like, what's my system doing? Because the more you get into you built the computer, you're the tech support guy,
right?
You know what I mean? So in doing that, I mean, I'm here for you. Like, I gave you my phone number. This is what I
get
do.
It, baby.
Like, I built my computer, my brother's computer. I built a whole bunch of people's computer. Like, that's not any advice that I could give you to help you.
Yeah,
it's really not that difficult in doing these systems. Like, it's really, really not. Like,
because you've been in the field like that.
Yeah, it's just it really boils down to airflow and what you expect out of the system. Like,
right.
I would tell you, if you're trying to stream, I usually tell people have a separate streaming system. So if you're really dedicated into gaming, have your streaming PC and then your gaming PC separate.
Right.
But it depends, not everybody could do that.
Exactly. So that's the reason why I go with NVIDIA graphics cards, for that NVINC ability for a single stream setup. So like that first PC I had for, you say, roughly 3.5 years, putting in some time into it. It worked pretty good, right? Like it worked good. I have my little settings, and over time you kind of learn a little bit something different. You realize this game is stuttering here, pretty much just like you were saying. OBS is telling me encoder overloaded. Why is it overloaded? Oh, because I'm listening to music, and I got maybe Discord and Focusrite and something else in the background, and so little stuff like that. But with this new build, I am messing with some different things. One being the AIO, and two, just having I'm coming from a 2700X process, a CPU, and now a 5900X. So, like, just trying to understand where that bottleneck is going to take place when it comes to the GPU or temps and all that kind of stuff, throttling. Just trying to make sure the AIO that's why I took note. That's why I took notes. Okay, this fan is tripping. I got to figure it out. And the thing I noticed is that my motherboard specifically just doesn't have 2.0 USB hubs. It doesn't have two of them. It only has one. So I can either plug in my hub that controls all the fans, or I can plug in the USB from the CPU, which would only control two fans, and the lighting, whatever. So I was like, well, I'm not concerned about the lighting that much. I just want to make sure all my airflow is going. So I made sure I plugged in the like I said, the hub that made all the fans, that was getting the information from all the fans. But that CPU header that was open, how do you feel about that? Because there's a fan chassis 1, fan chassis 2, fan chassis 3. There was a CPU fan / water pump header that was open. Like, would that be possibly the situation?
What do you mean?
Like that CPU fan / water pump header, could that be used as a chassis fan header? Like,
okay.
Is that like?
What's your? Give me the model. the model of your motherboard.
Yeah, it's X570 Pro 4.
X570
Pro 4 by
Pro
ASRock.
4. What brand? ASRock.
I'll put it in general chat too for you.
No, I got it.
All right, cool.
So
let's see here. Grounded makes my PC breathe hard. Hey, Happy, I tell you what, Grounded definitely makes my PC breathe hard. When we upgraded that GPU, the graphics card, that's when I was like, man, I feel like we ain't. It ain't no lemon crime. It ain't no lemon crime. Like, dang, bro, I can't even move fast in this game. Had the graphics super low, you know, just trying to make sure it was running smooth. But everybody say I use MS Afterburner to set my fan curve. I used to have MSI Afterburner. On the previous build, that was the MSI motherboard. But with this new board, this ASRock, I gotta try to pretty much just figure out like what I'm gonna run.
Okay.
To have my little like platforms or my little profiles.
All right. So
and all that kind of stuff.
Your
but yes,
CPU fan
Happy and
1.
stuff. I'm doing better.
Okay,
we
so
are still
your
a little
processor's,
sick.
Let's say toward the top middle.
And as you can see,
right,
a little confused as well.
And then you have CPU fan 1, CPU fan 2.
Glad you guys are here though, man. Like for real. I feel like I took
RGBs on the top right.
this week. This has been a long one. I feel like it's been slow and full of computer wires and drives and transfer files, and I've been missing y'all. I literally have been like, damn, man.
CG fan 2. I
can't stream tonight still.
Where are you connecting your pump?
Hold 1 second. Where am I connecting the AIO?
To what header?
The first one that's on the left. There's a couple let me see here. There should be 2 different ones up top. Let me pull
So
up the
on
picture
here
myself.
I have CPU fan 1, and then I have CPU fan 2 water pump. That's number 3.
Right, let me zoom in a little bit. Try to look with you. Let's go for images here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So yeah, the wait, this is not it. Sorry, I don't know why it took me to the wrong thing. But yeah, there's a spot up top that
Here,
has.
look. I'm gonna send you the thing in the chat.
Boom! I just zoomed. Yeah, I just found it. Sorry.
Okay.
So yeah, if you look directly above the AM4 socket, right, just go straight up, you're gonna see CPU fan 1. That's where it's plugged in.
Okay.
And then CPU fan 2/water pump. That is where that extra fan is plugged in.
Okay, so your AIO should be on number 3.
It should be on
where the pump.
There's a 3. Wait a minute. Let me zoom.
Well, I'm looking at the manual, so the manual tells me number 3.
Oh, you're looking at the manual. Okay,
yeah, it says CPU fan / like you said, water pump.
Okay, I'm gonna go to this. So figure 3. What page are you on?
I am on page 13.
Per 13. Boom. I'm there. Yeah, number 3. Number 3 is where my AIO is plugged in.
Perfect. So where are the other fans connected?
So the other fans are connected. See if I can zoom in here. Other fans connected are gonna be here. Chat, take a look. Oh wait, I don't have that set up yet. Sorry. All right. Let me look.
Yeah. Those okay. So all 14, 13, 12, 11. Those are all your hard drive connections.
Right. So there's one fan on my rear exhaust fan is on number 1. Figure 1. It's my rear exhaust fan. And the rest of the fans are on 19, 20.
19.
Yeah, 19 and 20. yeah, because that's 1, 2. 19 and 20 is gonna be 2 of the additional fans, and then that third additional.
Show
is
me
gonna
what
go 5.
you show on yours for 19 and 20.
Let me move myself real quick.
Yeah, exactly. Let me see what yours look like.
All right, chassis fan 3 water pump, chassis fan 2 water pump.
Oh, okay, so you have so what you're pulling up is different than what I pulled up. Okay, so yours is 19 and 20. Okay, which is the one that's giving you a problem?
It's telling me fan 1 is going 5,000, 4,000 RPM.
Okay, so your fan 1 would be where?
I guess according to the BIOS and according to this chart is gonna be the exhaust fan, figure 1.
Okay, so did you try connecting your AIO to that one?
No, because the AIO is the C. Well, when you say AIO, what do you mean? What are you asking? That I try connecting my fans to that?
So think of it like this. Let me backtrack.
Okay.
Right. So MSI makes motherboards, Asus, A-Rock, all these companies, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the problem that you run into is when you're doing a custom build like you're doing, the problem that you run into is sometimes you have to figure out the configuration that works for you.
Okay.
Right. So in doing that, what you want to do is give yourself the best situation to make things work. So always start simple and then get more complicated. Okay. So if that motherboard on here, like you see on here, it says CHA_fan1/water pump.
Yeah.
That's where I would connect. So that's the same connector, right? It's a 4-pin connector that you could connect on there. Now your RGB is separate. We're not talking about the RGB,
right? We're talking about power, purely power.
Exactly, purely power, because in that profile to control your water pump, which the water pump is in where the CPU that you did. Yeah, that's where the water pump is. It's not in the radiator. It's actually where the CPU is. That's where the water pump is, right? Right. So I would connect that cable into that top left where it says CHA_FAN/water pump 1. That's where I would start, because the problem that you have here is I could give you another brand motherboard that you would connect it in a different place. Okay. You're only gonna know that by troubleshooting, which is what you're stuck in the middle of. Right. So give yourself the best scenario, connect it to the 1, see what that does, and then go from there. Okay. You know what I mean? Because all your AIO fans should all work under that where that pump is there, contingent on if they all connect. Like usually if you have 2 fans, and I think they're 120 or 140, they usually come with like a Y splitter, right? And in that Y splitter, they all connect to one cable, and that cable connects to the motherboard. Right. Yeah.
So here's my question. Even though the CPU, right, the AIO CPU, the H100, let's call it H100. Even though this motherboard says CPU fan header located here, you're telling me to actually plug it into chassis fan water pump?
Because you have an AIO. Yeah. So your profile is going. Okay, so it's going to get complicated, right? So think of it like this. Motherboards are universal. Okay. They're made to work with something as easy as a heatsink, something as easy as an AIO, like you're running, or somebody that's doing a custom water loop and they need to customize their settings, right? They're not going to know what you're running. It's up to you as the purchaser to tell it how to run it, right? So if you're running something that has a water pump,
Yeah.
it's better for you to connect to something on there that says input 1 water pump,
Okay.
which would be that top left, right? It says CPU fan underscore water pump.
It says
right?
the top left says chassis fan 1
Slash
water pump. Yeah.
You're
Now,
better off starting there
okay.
rather than something that says CPU underscore fan 1, because that's kind of telling you that CPU underscore fan 1 doesn't have any brain power to run a water pump.
Okay, I get that.
You kind of get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
that's how
exactly.
these motherboards and doing custom setups, they will run. They have things like you want to run a water pump, we got options for that. And you want to run just a fan, we got options for that. It's up to you as the consumer to choose what you need.
That makes sense. Because these headers, clearly, like AIOs have like an extra, right? It's giving you the CPU information, but it's also, or it's giving you the fan information for the CPU, but it's also giving the pump information. So let me ask this. So we determined chassis fan 1 water pump is where I should start from there,
which would be 2 fans, right?
Right.
Because you got 2 fans.
Yeah, and
the pump.
Right. So
Okay.
what about CPU fan 2 / water pump? That is the first CPU location that has water pump on it.
Okay, so think of it like this, right? So you're running an AIO that comes with 2 fans.
Yeah.
In that setup. Okay, so you have 2 fans and a pump.
Mm-hmm.
Let's put that aside.
All right.
And then the next question is, all your additional fans that you're running are, let's say, case fans, right? You're running
Case fans
in your case,
yeah,
that are gonna extract either hot or cold air. Cold air would be sucking in. Hot air would be blowing out.
Right. And
so now, exactly. So now you have to differentiate. And the only thing that I can tell you is this: I don't deal with ASRock motherboards. The thing you have to differentiate is what options you have in the BIOS versus how you want to run your setup in the case. And this is why I tell you that depending on what your temps are. Okay, so where did you put your RAD? Your RAD is up top or on the right in your computer that you ran?
On the right, in front.
Okay, so your RAD's on the right.
Yeah.
Where are your fans? To the left or in front of the case?
They're in front.
Behind it?
They're in front of
the radiator.
They're intaking. No, they're intaking.
So you're sucking in air from the front of your PC into the computer.
Yes.
How are you exhausting that air?
The exhaust is happening via the 2 top fans.
Okay, so you're
two top
sucking
exhaust fans.
Okay, so you're sucking in air from the front.
From the front, yeah.
And then you have 2 fans up top.
Yeah, put exhausting air in one in the back.
Okay, so so if I'm looking at your computer, you're sucking air through the front, and then you have air that sucks the heat inside of the computer, and then it goes out the top, and then also out the back.
Yeah. Are you looking on Discord real quick, or looking on the stream?
I'm looking at your setup.
Okay, so where my chest is, right? I have my fans in front. In front of fans on my chest, fans on my chest.
Okay,
coming in, pushing that air past the radiator, boom.
I wouldn't have put that radiator like that, by the way, but okay.
You would have put it up top, huh?
I would have put it up top.
Yeah, I went down that.
I'm sorry. I would have flipped it in its position. Not put it up top. Yeah, I would have flipped it. I know there's a whole bunch of stuff going on. I would have flipped it.
The air. Yeah, because the one thing they were saying is like, don't let the air, pretty much don't let the hose be at the top of the loop, because that's where the air could collect and then push down there.
Think of it like this. right? I'm gonna give you, and you're gonna get it as soon as I say it. Okay, you see that loop for
Yeah.
the AIO?
Yeah.
If you have an air bubble, where's the air bubble gonna be?
It's gonna get stuck atop of the radiator.
Nope.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. You know why?
Why?
What's gonna bring it there?
Well, oxygen itself is gonna as it pushes down through, it goes up.
The force that you have over the pump is not gonna bring the air there. So what you end up having is you're like 50% right. You're gonna have some air up there, and then you're gonna have a pocket of air where the CPU is. So you want to flip that. You actually want the hoses to be up top.
Here's the only thing I say about that. Out of all the videos I've watched, all the performance, all the temperatures, all the science, like the one dude, he cut open the radiator and like he cut open the hoses. Gaming. Yeah, Nexus. Yeah. You're telling me go against all the science and research that has been shown to work. Like
the problem that you end up having is this, right? So in his setup that he does, in the cut ups and everything that he does, right?
Yep.
The problem that you run into is this. So you have a 240 setup with a Corsair pump, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The issue that you have is this, and this is the one thing that he misses in his setup. He does great stuff. He just put Linus Tech Tips on blast, which I've been saying for the longest time that Linus Tech Tips needs to put on blast. Regardless, the issue that you have is this. You buy Corsair, you buy Leon Lee, you buy MSI, you buy all these different brands, their pumps perform at different performance.
Right.
So if everybody performed at the same level, then yes, he is correct. The problem that you end up having is that not all these pumps, he'll tell you like in the videos, oh, this manufacturer makes the same pump for 3 different companies.
Yeah.
The issue is this. You could have the same company make everybody's pumps. But if I'm MSI, I say, look, Mr. Pump Maker, I need my pump to meet these requirements. And then Corsair will say, I need to have them meet this requirements. So they're not all built equal. That's what you end up having. Now, if your temps are good, fantastic. You don't need to change anything. So you have intake by your chest into the case.
Yeah.
Then where's your graphic card in that scenario? It's not in there, is it?
Yeah, right. Not in this picture. This was on stream when we were just building it, and I just got done running all those wires for the RGB. So
you got that fan on the bottom, right? That fan on the bottom that points to the graphic card. Yeah. Okay. So then that tells you that fan is exhausting into the graphic card.
Intaking.
Yeah. Intake from the outside, exhausting onto the graphic card.
Yep.
And the graphic card is intaking that air, exhausting out the top, which is gonna go toward your CPU AIO.
Yep.
And then it's gonna suck out the top.
Yep. And out the back.
And then exactly. So you want to have static air pressure, right? So you saw that, right? You want to have static air pressure in there. What I would tell you is this. You always want to go simple and then make it more difficult. So I would put everything together. If you have a CPU that you're having issues with, just remember, everything's customizable. ASRock doesn't know what your setup is.
Right.
So as long as your temps on your CPU are good, everything else is secondary.
Right, and my temps are good, but like I said, my only concern, going back to the original thing, was why is this fan saying it's at 5,000 when all the other ones are? It's almost like
it's not getting a signal.
Yeah, I guess so. And
depending on the fan. So let's say EKWB.
What's that?
That's another water bottle company.
Okay.
So you have Corsair. It's just another company.
Yo,
that makes
Happy
water
and stuff
pumps,
saying,
right?
Feel better soon.
So,
I can watch reruns.
If I were to
Happy
buy
and
one
stuff,
of their pumps,
man,
put it on my computer, and then let's
So
say
I wish my YouTube
I
skills were
needed to
better
run
for
at
y'all.
100% all the time, which is mimicking what you just said, 5,000.
Emperor Praise
right?
Thursday's my bear's name.
Let's just say, for example, so if I don't connect
Wait,
it to
Thursday
the
Bear's my
motherboard,
name. Sorry, I thought you had a bear named
the
Thursday.
pump
Bro.
will
Sorry.
say automatically, "Hey, I'm not getting in a signal that says
What
I'm
does that mean?
controlling
Thursday Bear's
this and
my
that.
name.
I'm just gonna run at 100%." That's what it sounds like you have. So
Right.
I can't tell all the additions that Corsair has on their fans,
Mhm.
and depending where you're connecting it on the motherboard,
Yeah.
sometimes you have to tell the motherboard, "Hey, you have a pulse width modulation connection. This is how you need it to run," or you need to run it at full. I'm assuming that when you turn your computer on, it sounds like it's gonna lift off.
No, actually,
If it's running at 5,000 RPM, that's fast.
that is very fast. But and that's the part that's like throws me off because I'll be listening and I'll be like, okay, my radiator fans are not moving fast. My nothing sounds like it's moving fast. Nothing sounds like it's really just like, you know what I'm saying?
So then,
Like,
what's that 5,000 then?
exactly. That's what I'm like. I don't get that. But what I did notice when you asked me if my stuff was cool, if my computer was loud, when I got down there, I just tuned it or listened to the top exhaust fans, and that's the only place where I can say, okay, it kind of does sound loud right here. And visually, like just looking with my eyes, I can tell that these two are, or this one is running faster than the ones in the front. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you can kind of see like the middle of the fan. You can just see the labeling and how fast. When it's moving fast, it completely looks like a blur. You can't really see anything. So like I can tell that one of the top exhaust fans is blowing faster than the rest, but it's not like
check out
crazy
what I just.
significant.
I'm streaming. Check
Okay.
out on the stream what I'm doing.
Got you. Let me see here. Okay.
Okay, so this is a different brand than what you're running, right? So you see the setup that I'm running, right? It says
Yeah.
I'll connect 3, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so on here, these are my lights.
Okay.
Right? So you see how it says LS controller 1?
Yeah.
So I have LS controller 2. So you see on here, it says 1920, whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm.
It's currently running max because this is the profile, quote unquote, that I'm running for gaming.
Okay.
Okay. My system right now, if you went next to it, you couldn't tell that it's working hard.
Mm-hmm.
But this is, if you look here, it says fan profile toward the bottom. It says full SP.
Yeah.
Right? So on here, you see the drop down that I have that I could pick
Profiles.
custom, whatever the quiet I could pick.
Mhm.
Right? If I pick quiet, look, apply to all. I'll give you an example. Everything will ramp down. Look at the RPM difference.
Yeah. Down to 900, 800.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't audibly hear that much of a difference because of the brand fan that I have that's running.
Okay.
Because everything's running in a case, I can't really tell the difference. They're really nice fans, just like your Corsairs. I can't tell the difference. Now, I have a profile set where if I'm gaming and this will automatically go to here,
Mm-hmm.
it'll pump up the fans, and just like this, I click apply all. Look, everything ramped up.
Yeah.
Right?
Now, do you ever have anything going at 4,000, 5,000? Like, is that?
I don't have any, like 4,000, 5,000. So what you need to take into consideration is every fan, any brand will tell you it's made to run at this and this.
Yeah.
5,000, like you're
Sounds-
back to the future shit. Like that's some shit. Like
right. That's what I'm thinking. Like, why is this mug saying 5,000? Because
like 5,000 is a lot. Like,
it sounds like it should be taking off like a saucer, pushing up the whole tower. Just
5,000 should be frying stuff. That's why I think that what you have going on
yeah.
is and that's what I mean, that when you get a motherboard and you build a custom computer,
Mm-hmm.
they come with universal settings. Like
Yeah.
they come with 10 different settings for one specific thing because you could configure them different.
Got you.
The problem that ends up happening is it really boils down to what do you have, what accessories, what brand, how that brand wants to run things,
Yeah.
and then that's how you configure your settings. But for me, like, I don't worry about all the extra stuff. Like, if my CPU's cool, okay, so you have okay, so you see this, right? So I'm running this. Let me change this stream.
While you're looking for that, answer this question for me. What if I get a fan splitter and plug, like, let's say I get a fan splitter. Sorry, fan splitter.
Okay.
So I have what, three fans, or wait, no, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You have 2 fans, so you got to differentiate. Your AIO is its own thing.
Right. I'm not gonna, like, if I split anything, the only thing I would split would be the case fans. Like, I have 4.
The case fans.
I have 4 case fans, right?
Okay.
So let's say I got 2 splitters, and I literally
For the
simplified
case
it
fans.
for the case fans. Yes, to where it's like now instead of plugging 4 case fans into the motherboard, I'm only plugging in 2 splitters and running the fans off of there. Would that give me like more stability, or like would that allow me to still read the RPM that those fans are giving? Would they be set to the same, maybe?
Let me see if I could do this. Can I do?
Look at Chunky Baby Ghost, y'all.
Let me see if I could do this. Hold on.
Oh, he looks like a little chipmunk right here, bro. He looks so funny. This picture just makes me laugh. Like, that's like a cute but like laughing overload. Like, what are you doing here? What are you doing there? Give me that leaf. Snack. Oh man.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get this real quick.
Yes. Gold City, yes, we were setting up. We're pretty much just trying to troubleshoot, man. We're just trying to troubleshoot, make sure everything's going together with the stream and stuff. As you can see, I'm still trying to get the overlay set for you guys. I have to drop down the last follow, last donation, all those different things. I have to put those back into the thing. Now I have to remember how I did that. I must have had every text on something on a different level. So like, what I put last sub.
Okay, let me know when you're back.
Okay, on that. All right. Let me just do this while I got a little see here. How do I do this again? Select font. No, I need to select text. Read from file. That's what it was. Read from file. Browse, and I would go to stream labels. Was it stream labels? Yeah.
You still with me?
Oh, wait 1 second. Yes, sir. Just trying to get this this last, or not lasting, but one of these little pieces set up for the stream. While
Oh, listen, if you gotta do that, we can always touch base at another time. I'm here for you.
No, you're good. I'm personally just like, since I remembered how it all is, like how it's all supposed to go down, this will help me set up for a lot of the other ones I have to do.
Okay, you see the thing I'm streaming right now, the IQ.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
With your Vengeance Pro.
Okay, so hopefully this explains it more. Remember I told you I have like 9 fans, all this extra stuff that's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So each brand requires a specific software. And sometimes even the same brand has different software. So if you look on here, right, this is only detecting my RAM.
Right.
So just like you have fans,
Mm-hmm.
the IQ software doesn't necessarily detect everything.
Right.
Sometimes if you look at your software for your motherboard,
Mhm.
it'll tell you like Mystic, or I forget what all the different, I don't know what ASRock runs, but it's a version of whatever it is that they run. So what you end up having is you have difficulties, and you say, okay, if my motherboard's going to run this, you run the ASRock, right? You go into the BIOS, you set this stuff up, and if I want my fan profile to run something different, I'm going to go in and see if IQ, which is Corsair software, will detect the fans. If not, then you're on your own.
Okay.
And this is where you get into that border of, does my motherboard detect it? Does it not detect it? That's the reason that I run fans that are in the same. It's just like Apple. I run stuff that I know when I look it up, all will be controlled by the same software, by one controller. Because then if I run out of that ecosystem, even if it's the same brand, sometimes I get into what you're having. So if I buy a fan system, let's say 3 fans off Amazon, and they say Corsair, but then I go to Micro Center and I buy a $200 fan set, well, they might need to be controlled separately.
Okay.
Because the same software doesn't govern both. Because that's what they do. This is how they get, this is the trap. You want the newest and greatest, you run the newest and greatest software. That newest and best software doesn't mean that it's going to work for stuff in their other ecosystem. So then you're going to want the motherboard to control the rest. That 5,000 RPM, I would really need to control your computer to tell you like what's what and how things work. But the temp is the key. If everything's running key, your CPU, your GPU, if all those things are running temp, then the key is this. As long as the temp is controlled under those two, that means that your GPU is not going to throttle, your CPU is not going to throttle. So what does that mean? You're going to get the best FPS that you could get out of that system. If you could get the best FPS, as long as your graphic card and your CPU are cooled, that's all that matters. Your RAM's not going to get hot. That's not a thing, right? Unless you overclock. Your hard drives are not going to get hot unless you're overclocking. That's not a thing, right? People, unless you're doing it specifically. So as long as you keep your graphic card and your CPU under control, and that's where you get like, okay, so I need to ramp up the fans here or get an additional fan. As long as you keep those controlled, that's it. You don't got to worry about the extra stuff. Like it's the rabbit hole, right? You don't need to go. If all your stuff's running where it needs to be, you don't need to go down the rabbit hole.
Right.
And that's where that monitor software, the HW monitor, will tell you what's going on.
I'm gonna definitely get that. Because I was kind of thinking, like, what am I gonna use to really kind of to keep up with?
Just run a
like
game.
that? Well,
just run a game. Just run a game and see what it does.
Well, yeah. Well, what I was saying is software wise, because I was thinking, like, do I get NZX Cam? Do I just keep using IQ right now? Or I was kind of curious, like, which one do I like? Use to monitor.
Anything that you run, IQ, the cam, anything like that, it's additional. Right. If you're running across a field, if I give you something additional on your backpack, it's added weight.
Right.
The less weight you could put on you on your back, the better. You don't want to. I haven't, that IQ that I just showed you. I haven't run IQ, God knows how long. Because that's another thing that takes resources. So if it's taking resources, when I go game, my FPS is going to be lower because IQ is running in the background. I don't want it to run in the background. You dig what I'm saying? So if you get brand 1, brand 2, brand 3, that means you need 3 different brands of software. I don't do all that. I just keep it simple. As long as it meets my criteria, that's it. That's where that monitor software for the temps comes in key. Okay. That makes sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so wait, you didn't answer my question about the splitters.
Okay, so your two fans for the AIO, they're already connected to the motherboard.
Right. This is for the
Okay.
case fans.
So your case fans, how many case fans do you have?
I have 4.
Okay, so you have 4. Where are they? 2 up top,
2
1 in
up
the
top,
back.
1 in the back, and 1 down low.
Okay, so 2 up top, 1 in the back, and 1 down low. Okay, so do they all plug into each other? I'm gonna assume not.
Plug into each other.
Yeah, like okay, so all right, let me do
I'm
this.
gonna say no. They all plug in separately into the motherboard
How?
via chassis fan headers.
Okay,
The floor fan, or I'll call it the floor fan. It's going into a header. The exhaust fan, rear exhaust, is going into a header.
okay,
And then
you
the
see my
other
browser?
2. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so check this out. Right. So PC fan.
Give me a second.
Yeah,
Check-
do you think?
Chat, if y'all haven't seen this, I'm gonna keep throwing this at y'all. If y'all haven't seen this, y'all you already know what's coming. If you haven't seen this yet, chat, click on it, watch it, tell me how you feel. Click on it, watch it, tell me how you feel. If you haven't seen that yet, I'm gonna keep chunking it out there. Yeah. Happy and stuff. You said you ready to say baby goes up like it ain't lemon crime, but it's better than nothing. It ain't lemon crime. All right. Oh wait, no. Come back. Okay, I see. So I'm looking.
Okay.
See a little fan hub.
Okay, so this is one example of many, right?
Okay, right.
So what you end up having is this. I didn't want to go down the rabbit hole because it gets super complicated, right?
Okay.
So when you bought the case,
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that the case that's on the bottom that throws air at the graphic card came with the case, right?
Yes.
Okay. The 2 that are up top.
Wait, time out.
Did
I
they come-
actually traded it out. Sorry, I actually traded it out
To what?
to one of the Corsairs because I had a 3-pack, and I was like, "Where am I gonna put
Beautiful.
this girl?" And I was like,
No,
"Oh, I
no,
wasn't gonna buy it."
beautiful. That's even better, right?
Alright,
So-
yeah. Yeah.
So
Sorry, go ahead.
you see on here, okay, so you see this module that's here, right?
Uh-huh.
So you see it says 3-pin stock NZXT fans, right?
Yeah.
So every single brand has, how do they dominate the market? They have their own connector.
Okay.
That's what they do. So the issue that you end up having is, this is what I tell everybody, like if you came to me and you were going to build a computer before you order anything, the first thing that I would tell you is, do you want all your fans to light up and look fancy? And depending on what you tell me, I will say to you, you need to stay in the same ecosystem. You need to stay in the same model range,
Yeah.
that they all connect to each other and they all communicate with each other. So then you have a control module that controls all of them.
Right.
Because if you decide to go with one brand and another brand and another brand, that means that every single brand has their own stuff that they connect with. So now you have to play the game of, oh, does this adapter fit with this company, with this brand? How does it control this? How does it do that? So you have Corsair. So your AIO, done. It's good. You have an extra fan.
Right.
What about the other 2 that you have up top?
Those 2 fans. What are you asking? What about them?
Those 2 fans? What brand are they?
Oh, they're Corsair. So all the fans I have in my case are Corsair, except for that one rear exhaust. That's an NZXT fan that came with the case.
Okay.
And now that I think about it, that fan is plugged into fan header
motherboard.
1 motherboard.
Exactly.
And the motherboard is telling me
Yes.
fan number 1 is the one going crazy.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's actually that fan.
It's gotta be, right?
That's I don't know.
Listen, it's easy. Just unplug it and see what it says.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said.
Don't.
No,
don't
you're right though. Just unplug it. You're right.
Yeah.
Just unplug it and see.
You know what it is. You remember what was that West Coast Customs? You remember that exhibit used to do all those? Okay, so that's just customization.
Pimp my
There
ride.
is no pimp my ride. That's right. So you didn't have a guideline. It's what the vehicle was, what it could take, what they could customize toward it, what would fit in there. That's what you have now. So you entered a different realm of stuff. It's your system is customized to what you're building within what you budgeted and what you purchased.
Happy you seen it.
You have to now make it.
I'm glad you loved it, man.
With what you have.
I worked so hard on that.
That's the issue. I could tell you, I didn't go.
I hope
with
it just
Corsair
encapsulates
myself.
everything we do here.
Corsair
and gives y'all that
is
energy.
Super expensive.
Yeah.
For what they have, for the return on what I'm purchasing, was not worth it for me. Like it didn't make sense. Like they're super expensive. They're the Apple of the PC brand.
That's like the only thing I bought that was like, okay, like I have everything secured quality wise. No, it was like the fan type, the RGB setting. I'm not big on RGB, but this build, like after we had the build, like all the key components set, I was like, okay, now if we were to do anything that's like, you know, a little flash, we'll go Corsair. And it's really just because the only reason why we went with Corsair is because the 2 fans that are a part of our cooler,
it makes
are the
perfect
same
sense.
ones. So I was like, it's the same type, same look. Boom.
It is. So Corsair is the easy button, but in being the easy button, it's the most pricey. Yeah. So okay, so you see my tab that I have open now, right?
Let me go back to it real quick. Oh wait, I think I am in. Hold on. Oh, it popped out. Why did it pop out? 1 second. Okay, yeah. This yes, I was looking at this next. This is a RGB hub and a power hub as well, right?
Yes. Okay, so this is what ends up happening, right? The easiest way to explain this. The fans that you have have to be compatible with those connections.
Right.
And that's where Corsair gets you. This hub was released at a certain time. Depending on which edition fans you have, if they're not pinned out the same, they're not compatible.
What game are you talking about, Happy?
And they do that on purpose. This is how they get you to purchase new fans at the new price that are more expensive. So if your fans, so usually, and this is going to be different, but I'm going to tell you. So your fans usually have 2 cables. They got a power cable and an RGB cable.
Okay.
So if the power and the RGB cable fit in this hub, you're golden. You can just get this hub, plug everything in, and just how I showed you my software, which is a different brand, the IQ will control it's got different, fan 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Same thing with the RGB, you can control it. That's the easy button. But if you have a fan from Corsair that's, let's say, on the cheaper side that doesn't meet this connection criteria, then you're beat. Let's say. Then you're stuck getting adapters and this and that. How can I make it? What is it going to connect to? That's when you get stuck in.
Right. So I have something like this that's a mini version of it. Well, it only has the RGB. It came with the fan pack. It's only a RGB hub. It doesn't actually give the power, which is why all those fans are plugged into the motherboard in the first place, because it didn't have the power. Like I said, it just came with RGB. I was thinking about this, but when it came to just money that was already spent and like budget, I was like, I'm gonna try to just get a splitter and see if that will fix my problem with the fan.
That's what I would do. Right? That's what I would do. I'm not like I'll never tell somebody, I'll spend all this money on fans.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Like, I could buy fans off Amazon and they perform the same. Granted, they're going to look different. They're not going to be, let's say, as cool
Right.
as another brand. But that's not what I'm going to spend my money. I'm going to spend money on CPU. I'm going to spend money on graphic card, maybe on a monitor.
You're my kind of
mouse.
guy.
Like, I'm not going to spend money on dumb shit. Like, it's not in me. Like, that's not what I'm going to do. Like, it's not in me.
I feel it, man. I can't do it either. I'm all about like having like actual quality, like inside. You know what I'm saying? Like works, gets the job done, like that. But securely, not just like kind of securely.
Reliable.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah. Hey, I knew it. You're my kind of guy.
Yeah, that's. I've been building people's computers like that for the longest time, and I tell them all, "What are your expectations? You want this thing to light up like the 4th of July? You want it to be reliable and light up like that way? Well, you're gonna spend an additional $600 to make sure that it lights up like the 4th of July.
Right.
Oh, but I saw this thing on Amazon. I'm not gonna. You want reliable, ease of use. If something goes wrong, it's warranted, reputable company. Then we're gonna go with Corsair or MSI. Like, if you just want to spend horsepower, you want it to perform really, really good, and you just want to jazz it up with lights, and if some of the lights go bad, you're okay with it, then we're gonna go a different route.
Right.
What's the splitter that you saw?
So I have the Lightning Node Pro. Funny thing, I actually bought it from Best Buy, the fan pack anyway. Lightning Node Pro is what it's called, or maybe just Lightning Node Corsair. I'm sure it'll pop up. Let me see the thing. Let me see this thing. Give me a little look. Let me get a little look. No. Hold on. No. Oh, okay. Wait. That is the Lightning Node Pro, but I don't see the actual RGB header or the RGB hub that came with my fan. Type in a 3 fan pack. I think if you type in a 3 fan pack, whether it be Amazon or Best Buy, it'll pop up. Happy, you said where you shot someone in the back.
Best Buy, you said, right?
Shallow to light up and look pretty. No, Happy, I get it. We all want it. We all want to feel good and look good, but I gotta make it work. Let's see here. That pack up top, LL120. Buy new LL121 top left. That pack right there, where your mouse is. I'm pretty. Oh wait, sorry, I didn't remember I was muted. Right where your mouse is, that pack right there. That 120 LL.
Where?
LL120.
This?
No. Go back up to that picture. Right below the search bar. Right below the search bar. Go up.
Yeah.
Up.
Yeah.
Right there. Yeah, that's the pack I bought right there. That 120 LL Corsair LL. That is a pack.
QL120.
LL120. You were
LL120. Oh,
Yep.
right here. Okay, I got it.
It's a little 3 pack.
This.
So I'm looking at you. It's just I find humor in like this smallest stuff. Just seeing your little hand, your little mouse hand, just like in the abyss of white screen. Just like where do I go? All right. If you type in, actually click Amazon, Corsair Series LL120. Click Amazon real quick. That link.
Wait, hit this.
Wait, where are you going? Come back over here.
What?
Come back.
Hold
come
on.
back.
I think we're seeing different things. Hold on.
Oh, maybe. Let me see. Because like sometimes you're saying this, it's just complete white abyss. I'm like, there's nothing there.
Hold on. Let me share.
Little finger just lost out there in the internet. Okay, wait. Yeah, this looks way different. This layout. But if you type in LL120 wherever you are, wherever you go, LL120.
LL120. Okay.
Yep. LL120 3 Yep.
20.
Corsair Fan 3-pack right
This?
there. Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
We in it right here.
That one right there. Bow.
82.
Boom. I got those in white.
You got
Now.
these.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I got the Lightning Node Pro.
junk.
Came with that.
Okay.
Did you say junk?
I didn't say anything.
I thought you said junk.
I did.
Oh, what? How dare you? Good.
Okay. This is a perfect example of what you see this box that
Yeah.
connects to it.
Yeah.
That's a completely different box than what I showed you before.
Right, which was the Dominator.
Exactly.
The big one. Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Even within the same brand and same ecosystem, shit gets crazy, and you have to meet certain criteria for things to work.
But I want you to look, keep looking, because I think there's another piece to this package here, that might be in the pictures. Maybe is it gonna show you?
What do you?
I don't know why it's not showing you.
For? What are you looking for?
Actually, I'm gonna have to show you on stream. I don't know why it's not showing you that. Let me see here. 120. Best Buy has the picture better. I don't know why, but
Okay,
you know,
so
sometimes they just don't have the.
No, that happens all the time. Let's do
See
this.
this thing right here on stream.
Let's see.
This is pretty much
Okay.
a smaller version
Yes.
of that Dominator, but this only
Okay.
controls RGB. It doesn't give power.
Okay. If that's the case,
Yeah.
like you were saying, if you get a splitter, right,
Mm-hmm.
for power,
For power.
then if you don't care about controlling them individually, then you could get a splitter, control all of them as a unit, and then connect them to wherever it is on the motherboard, and then have this module, this thing,
Yeah.
control them RGB.
Right.
If you wanted, yeah, you
Okay.
could do that.
Okay, good. Because I was just curious about, like, literally just simplifying some things when it comes to the issue with the fan. Like, let's say I took the fan off of header 1. Let's say just fan header 1 is busted for whatever reason, is making the fan plugged up to it read 5,000
Should not
RPM.
matter. Should not matter. If you have 6 header fans on your motherboard,
Yeah.
you should be able to connect them to any of the 6.
Right. But if
It
that
should
was
not
faulty, and I hooked it up to a splitter on a different.
Should not matter. Should not matter.
Okay, so I'll be stable. Like it pretty much it'll take off the it'll take that bad header or put whatever problem header out of the equation, right? Nothing's plugged into that header anymore. Now these fans are all plugged into splitters on different headers being
Yes.
controlled together.
Can you see my stream?
Oh yeah, let me go back. Hold on. Yeah, I see it. Little three-way.
Okay, you see. Okay, I have this in my system
Okay.
for 3 fans. I have
Alright.
3 getting powered from 1
Mm-hmm.
with no issues.
Okay. So I was a little
So-
afraid. I got some 2-head splitters on the way because I wasn't sure if like 3 was just kind of pushing it too hard or like, you know, more of a gamble
Nah,
with the
you
whole
should- you
voltage. I was
should
like,
be
I'm just
alright. The biggest thing is finding the correct. So, let's say you were in front of me and I handed you this. I said, "Here you go, in your hands.
here's a
Go
splitter.
run this in your system." When you go to plug it in,
Yeah.
Corsair uses different connectors.
Oh,
So
okay.
you'll call me and you'll say, "Hey, this doesn't work," and I'll
Yeah.
ask why, but I really know the answer. Oh, Corsair uses a different connector because they use their own version
Yeah.
of connectors. So yeah, so as long as you get the correct connectors,
Mm-hmm.
you shouldn't have a problem. in terms
Okay,
of
cool.
power.
So what would you call my headers? Are those PWM connectors or 4-pin?
It depends on the fan.
Oh, so it can be. it
If
can
you
be
have, yeah, if
different
you have
other than,
4
like-
pins
yeah.
or 3 pins, it's not gonna matter. So if you were to buy, for example, if you were to buy a 4-pin and it only uses 3 pins, it's not going to matter. If your fan's a 3-pin, the connector has 4. When you plug it into the motherboard, remember what I told you, the motherboard's universal. So you could tell it run DC constant at certain voltage or run PWM. You tell the motherboard run like this. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
So you're not going to really have a problem. I don't think you're going to have an issue. As long as the connectors fit, the motherboards are usually made to auto detect.
Okay.
Right? So as long as you plug them in, it'll say, hey, I found this. I can run it like this. You don't really have to usually go in and super detail the configuration on how to run. Unless you find something that needs tweaking, and then it's there.
Okay. So let's say I'm in my BIOS and I see something saying chassis fan 1, chassis fan 2. And then I see chassis fan 3 or fan number 3 saying PWN fan. Like will that ever happen?
What do you mean?
Like if I'm looking at my BIOS and it's showing me my fans, but one of the fans say PWN and the other ones say like chassis, is that
Okay.
like
This
is that
is-
auto detected? Like is that issue?
This is what I would tell you, right? Number 1, you now have my information. That's number 1.
Okay.
Right? That's number 1. Number 2 is don't overcomplicate it.
Okay, got you.
Right?
Hey, I'm already done, you know?
No. I listen, I've been there, done that, right? What I would tell you is this. Everything is made, for the most part, to auto run, right? If you run into a situation where this reads, like you said, like your CPU's reading 5,000. Simple. If you have an adapter that connects 3 into 1, disconnect 1. Oh, it's still reading the same. Disconnect number 2. And then just see what everything reads. Simple as that. Like, it's not
Honestly, that is what I'm gonna do next. That I'm gonna figure out if that fan 1, which is saying it's at 5,000, I'm gonna find out which header is the BIOS actually reading as fan 1, because it makes sense for via the manual we were looking at. It makes sense for it to be that one.
Yeah.
And if it is that one, then I'm gonna eliminate that out of the equation and like literally run it off the header from a different one.
Go into your BIOS and then you could change your speed. You are, remember, in the BIOS, you are the captain of the ship. You could tell everything to do what you want to do. So if you run into a situation where you're like, okay, this is reading 5,000. You saw it. I showed you.
Yeah.
My fans were running at a certain speed and I told it to run at a different speed and it slowed it down, right?
Right.
You could do the same thing. So if you see something running at 5,000, you're like in the BIOS, all right, this fan number 3 is running at 5,000. I wanted to put that fan number 3 at 2,000. You could tell it. Now, I could tell you that on my side, I run my pump without the cable plugged into the motherboard. You want to know why?
Why? Oh, wait, what cable? What do you mean?
Oh,
I'm
gonna blow your mind. Look, you
no. Are you talking about the motherboard question? The motherboard cable, or the USB cable?
No. I'm running. No, peep game. Okay, so a pump has two. For me, most systems, a pump has what? Power, and it has RGB, right?
Yeah.
My RGB is connected. There's no negating that side. That's connected. Let's forget about that conversation.
Okay.
We don't need to focus on it. Power. No, I'm sorry, not power. Signal. Okay. I don't have my pump connected to the motherboard to get a signal. You know why?
Why?
Because the pump without a signal from the motherboard will automatically run at 100%. And in my system, I don't want the motherboard to tell my pump how to run.
I get that.
I want I want my pump to run at 100% regardless of what's going on.
Right.
It's
right.
not going to fry it. That's for me, that's the efficiency of my setup.
Right.
I don't even have that cable. I can't even tell my motherboard, hey, run my pump at 20%, 30%. No.
Right.
It's running at 100%, 100% of the time.
I get that, and I honestly I like that, just because it's like, when would you ever want your CPU to not be cooled at its like greatest capacity?
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? But that's
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say to you, is that there's different ways of achieving what you want
Okay.
depending on your setup. That's
right.
why these motherboards come different configurations.
All right, I'm gonna talk to you real quick. I kind of gotta hit you with a little shocker.
Hit me with it.
Jory, okay. So I was showing you earlier, bro. I was showing you the wrong motherboard layout, and it's because it was a 570M on stream earlier when we
Yeah,
were looking
remember
at
I told you what I had was different than yours.
Yeah, you said that, and that's what made me look. I was like, what is that? So here's what I'm gonna look, or I think you might have been on the right thing. Probably you were probably on the right thing then. X570 Pro 4, right? The non-micro form factor, just regular or full, whatever, ATX. The first fan header is figure number 2. Let me move this out of the way. CPU fan 1. Okay, CPU fan 1, which is figure number 2. That is where my cooler is plugged into. So it's still the same. It's still plugged into that same location. Okay. It's like the same spot the other one was on. Now, chassis fan 1. Okay, chassis fan 1.
Okay.
That is down here in the middle at figure 11. So my BIOS is telling me fan 1 is going 5,000, 4,000, whatever. So what I need to do is unplug this one, chassis fan 1, and figure out if that's the one that's telling me, right?
Yes.
Because
I don't want to melt your brain, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you're getting into. So you're trying to. So let's say you went to a university. They taught you all these things, and you understand it coming out of the university, right?
Yeah.
What you're doing is reverse engineering,
right?
So what you're trying to figure out is certain things that on the back end, it's gonna vary, right?
Okay.
So for example, you have it on number 11. Mm-hmm. That's where the one that's reading 5,000, right?
That's what I'm guessing, because BIOS says fan 1.
Yeah.
Is that high? So I'm thinking, okay, I'm guessing is that.
Pull it.
Right. So just if I pull it, it'll tell me.
And it doesn't read anything,
that's where it's at. Right.
Yeah. Right away. So now you think to yourself, okay, if I pull it, and now it doesn't read 5,000,
right?
How do I solve my problem? That's the next step.
That's my splitters. Now I take figure 11 completely out of the equation. I run splitters on figure 29, which is chassis fan 3, and figure 22, which is chassis fan 2.
Well, no. This you're overcomplicating it, right? Because what ends up happening is this: dependent on what model fan you have. Remember, there's 2 ways. You have pulse width modulation, that's PWM, right? And then you have just straight DC voltage.
Okay.
So, we're going down the rabbit hole now, right? So, think of it like this, right? One way to run the fan is, let's say the fan's running and I stick my finger in the fan. If I stick my finger in the fan, what happens? The fan stops.
Yeah.
If the fan stops, depending on what type of fan it is, it'll send a signal to the motherboard and it'll say, hey, the fan stopped running, shut down. That's pulse width modulation. There's a signal cable on there that if I stick my finger in the fan, it'll tell the motherboard it's data, like an HDMI cable or USB cable.
Yeah.
There's a signal cable. I stick my fan. The motherboard will say, "Hey, I see what's going down. I need to react." Right.
Okay.
Then the other way is if I stick a fan into an outlet. If I stick a fan into the outlet and I put my finger in it, what ends up happening? Nothing. Because there's no signal cable, there's no data line going back and telling the outlet, hey, the fan stopped running. It'll just fry over time. You understand what I'm saying?
So pretty much you're saying, like, if my fan is the issue?
Not the fan is the issue. It's how the motherboard's configured to read the fan.
Right. So if it's like, let's say, because like I said, my solution was if chassis fan 1 is the header that's telling me 5,000, I pull it. All right, now it's chassis 1 is not reading, so we know that chassis 1 has been identified.
What you need to know at that point, so right there, so you identified that connector 11.
Right.
When you pull it, you no longer read 5,000.
Right.
The next step from there is to figure out what kind of fan you have,
right, to
let the motherboard know how it needs to detect what's going down.
Oh, so because, don't split it. Don't run it off a splitter.
No, you can still run it off a splitter. Okay, you know the LEDs that you can run around a house?
Wait, hold on. So if I run it off a splitter, what risk do I have with that? Like, let's say I run it off a splitter on...
You don't have a risk.
Okay.
Your problem is your thing is configuration. Even
though figure 11 is no longer going to be used?
No. So okay,
how do I explain this?
You know what a supercharger is to a turbocharger? You know what the difference?
No, no, I don't. But wait, let me ask this one more time. Figure 11. Let's just say figure 11 is giving me problems. Okay, boom. I say I'm not gonna use figure 11. Exit out.
No,
I'm gonna run.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
If I say I'm not gonna use figure 11.
No.
It's a chassis. It's a chassis fan. It's just a fan header.
No.
And I'm not using it because I'm gonna split. Chassis fan 2.
A Phillips head versus a flathead. You know the difference between that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so check this out. Go back up. Go to 11.
Okay.
The motherboard could detect. I shouldn't say. You could tell the motherboard either to run a flathead or a Phillips.
Okay. Yep.
What I'm trying to say to you is, depending on your fans.
Yeah.
Even though you get a splitter, the splitter, as long as they connect, that's not the issue.
I'm not gonna split off for this though.
If they all connect into that 11, you have to make sure that you tell the motherboard whether it's supposed to read a Phillips or a flathead.
Okay. I get that all the way, but I'm trying to make sure you understand. I'm not gonna run the splitter off of figure 11. I'm gonna run the splitter off of 22.
Where's 22?
At the bottom middle.
It's the same difference. It's the same thing.
Right, but channel 2 or chassis fan 2, 22, figure 22 is showing stable RPM.
Because most likely in the BIOS it's configured different.
Even at default settings?
That's congratulations on learning how custom PCs are a bitch to set up.
So
seriously,
even at default, when it goes into auto detection of what type of fan you have, it could have misread what figure 11 is.
Yes. Yes. You are. This is why people get paid the big bucks to set these things up. So, in your scenario, right? If you're having to simplify things, if you're having issues with number 11 and you get the splitter and you connect it to 22 and it works,
Yeah.
I would completely forget about number 11.
Exactly. Take it out of the equation.
It's not, yeah, it's not worth your time.
Nope.
Even though it's probably going to be a simple tweak in the BIOS,
Yeah.
I would not worry about configuring number 11.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I want to go for. It's like, okay, if 11 is just like showing it's faulty or
Forget about
issue, then I'm gonna just take it out of the equation.
Yeah, you have. So this is where, remember, you buy a motherboard, they never know what you're gonna run.
Yeah.
So they have to be kind of universal. And being universal, they're gonna come with the most baseline settings. It might not work for you, might have to tweak them. So in tweaking them, they have the BIOS that you go in and you tweak it to what you need.
Yep.
You're talking about the most difficult part of doing a PC build. The fans, the AIO, running all these things, that's not the complicated stuff. It's once you get it up and running,
Yeah.
this configuration you're talking about, that's the most difficult part.
Okay.
Then
So-
you have to enable XMP and the BIOS, all those things.
Yep. I got XMP running.
Yeah,
It's
that's
stable.
golden.
Stable there. Like I said, my only issue was the fan thing, and I wanted to make sure that well, because I know some of these
I need a drink of water.
Oh, go ahead. I got.
Oh, we good.
Pretty much the I guess in closing of it all, like I want to take figure 11 out of the equation if it's giving me
Take it out.
problems. So I'm gonna do that via splitter.
Yeah.
I think my last question was, or the first concern was getting a motherboard 2.0 splitter. Right. This is for whatever reason, this motherboard only has one 2.0 slot that my RGB hub can plug into. But I don't want my I actually want to make sure the 2.0 from the CPU is plugged in.
The
And the
2.0 for the CPU. Okay.
Yeah, because the AIO comes with an option to control the colors or control the RGB. You know, if you don't have the fan pack thing, you know what I'm saying? Like that's like the original option.
Okay.
100i. So yeah, I'm just trying to cover my core bases. Like, okay, like I want to make sure my CPU's running its power or whatever information that USB 2.0 could be going for, which I think is RGB control. I wanted to make sure he's getting that.
Correct. Most of the time on AIOs,
Mm-hmm.
the USB or any stuff like that is just going to be for RGB.
Right.
Power is going to go to some type of, if they have a controller, you know, Corsair has it, so I don't want to throw a kink in the system, but they have different configurations. Like you see what you have there on there. Okay, so you have, remember I told you fans have two cables?
Yeah.
So one's RGB, one's power. Right. So now if you look to the left where that controller is, it's just like what you described, right? So you have power and RGB that can be controlled. So you see the bigger connector that's on there, that's power. And then the smaller one, yeah, exactly. So that's going to be your shader connector, and then your smaller one is going to be your RGB controller, which usually on the motherboard is a USB header that you will connect to.
Yeah.
Contingent on if your motherboard has that, because some of these controllers, instead of going to a USB header like this, they'll have an actual mini USB type C that you should connect to the motherboard in the back. But that's a whole, I don't want to throw a kink.
Yeah, I got you.
That's just another, it's the Swiss Army knife. You know, these things, Corsair, all these brands make things where you configure it to your needs, so they give you the most options to configure it the way that you want.
Okay. I get that. So what I'm gonna do from here is figure out
just like you were
figure
saying,
11.
You got it perfect.
Yeah.
Get the splitter, forget about 11,
Nah.
go to 22, and then from 22, see if things are jiving. What I would do is on 22, go into the BIOS and say, hey, can I ramp up the fans? Can I decrease the fans? If you have control of the fans, that's it. You're in it. You're in it. That's all that matters. For me, I don't care about RGB.
Yeah.
RGB is secondary. Like if it works, great. All I care about is when I go play, is my FPS low because my fans are cooling? That's all I care about.
Yep. That's where I'm at, man.
Yeah.
So nice. It's just all right, hey man. So you see, like I don't really know because I'm not in that field a lot. But whenever it's time to build and it's time to troubleshoot, like I'm very invested. So I kind of like, started to go into research mode as far as like, well, I've already been in research mode for months now with the whole build.
Yeah, it's a rabbit hole.
But yeah, it really is. But with the fans, that was an unexpected thing. So I was like, okay, if I were to do this in a very easy, like eliminate the issues out of the equation way, I would just use a totally different header and run a split. That's after I identify which header is actually saying, like I told you, which one is actually saying 5,000 RPM.
All right, you want to know the what explains it all? So, have you gone into a micro center?
Yes, maybe like 3 times ever in my life.
All right, so peep game. This really explains everything, right? So if I go into a micro center and I want, like your setup, I want 2 fans and the whole AIO for a certain price, right? I buy it. What Corsair does is they give you that system at a certain price. So now you say to yourself, oh, I'm building a computer, I want 3 more fans.
Okay.
So in buying those additional 3 fans from Corsair, they will cost the same as your AIO. And you say to yourself, God damn, 3 fans are the same price as a whole AIO. That doesn't make any sense. So now you get home, you're like, oh, you're excited. Let me plug all these things up. And what ends up happening? The Corsair AIO doesn't plug in to your 3 fans. And you're like, God damn,
man,
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So now you go and you're like, you Google on Corsair and you're like, oh, Corsair has a solution. You need to buy this $80 freaking module to connect everything that's has different connectors so it works. That's how they get you. So now they made, I forget, they had this thing, I forget if it was at the beginning of January or at their other event in April. Now they have this thing where everything connects together and it has one cable that comes out. But guess what? You want that system? You got to give a kidney for it to work. If you want that system. Yeah, like you want the fans that you bought extra, you want the AIO to work, you want you want everything to work into one module so you have one cable to connect to your motherboard.
Yeah.
Give me a kidney because that's how expensive it is. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. But it's not only them. That's how all the brands work. You go to buy a case, what ends up happening? The case comes with a certain brand fan.
Yep.
That fan is the cheapy version of that brand.
Right.
You go buy a better fan, well, the connector's not the same. How do you fix it? You need to buy this adapter. It's like anything else. It's a money grab.
It's a money grab, man.
Yeah, it's and that's why so I'm an engineer for Samsung. Right? That's what
sick.
I do. So I deal with a lot of my division is TV. So I deal with software, firmware testing, stuff like that for Samsung, right?
Yeah.
The PC hobby is like my side gig that I do, right? I've been doing this for like 20 years now. And it's just every single avenue that you take, everybody's out for a money grab. Everybody. Like, that's why I stick with Leon Lee. Right now, if one of my fans take a crap, like, okay, so you see your AIO has 2 fans, right?
Right.
Let's say one of your fans take a crap in 6 months.
Okay.
What are you buying? You're going to buy a different brand? No. You're going to have to buy Corsair because you're in Corsair's ecosystem, because your second fan is Corsair. So you're going to have to buy a Corsair to fix your system to run properly.
Oh,
That's how they get you.
Keep you wrapped in.
Yeah, they keep you in. That's
but you
for
already
me.
got IQ. You already got IQ, and you already got the Corsair mouse. Are you sure you want to go to another brand? Come on, man.
Because you're gonna have to not only get a different brand, you're gonna have to get multiple fans to meet that system, different software, configure it. Why not just buy the same brand in our ecosystem?
Right.
Yeah.
They grab you,
That's
man.
how it works.
I that makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's just like Apple. Why would you buy an Android if you're in the Apple ecosystem?
Right.
And
man.
vice versa, right?
Apple's so bad about that, bro. Like, God.
I love it. I actually love it.
Man, I gotta say, quality wise, Apple brings the heat, good quality, good cool stuff. But I hate the strictness it has, man. Like
I agree. I agree with
bugs
that.
the hell out of me. I had an iPhone for like a year and a half, and I was like, I'm never going back. Couldn't use freaking somebody's headphones and chargers. I was like, nah.
Oh, dude, I had the Samsung. You know, I work for Samsung, so I get all their products for a pretty good discount. I had the Fold, the Flip, all these things. You know what the problem is that it's all Google-based Android. So what ends up happening is that Samsung gets their own user interface on top of Android. So the issue for me is, let's say Google decides to push out an update. The Pixel phones will get it, but not the Samsung Fold, because Samsung has to get that update, put their own spin on it, and then apply to their phone. Where Apple, if you have an update, all the Apple devices will get it.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, so it really comes down to, like, I got a Samsung TV, right? I have a 99-inch.
Mm-hmm.
So in that 99-inch,
did you say 99-inch?
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that, but yeah, 99-inch, right?
99.
So
what?
So let's say I go to the bathroom, right, and I'm watching a football game. If I had a Samsung phone, I could watch what the TV's playing on my phone in the bathroom. With Apple, I can't do that. That sucks.
Is that the whole video cast thing? Like the...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So if you're in the middle of a field and you have a Samsung TV and you have a Samsung phone, you can mirror cast with no network connection. It doesn't matter. You don't need to be connected to any network.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
For you to cast from an iPhone to a Samsung TV, it has to go through your network.
I see.
So if you have no network connection, you're beat. So there's pros and cons. Like that's like I said, a lot of things are universal. It depends how you want to apply it to what you need, and then you execute.
I get that.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, man, I appreciate you giving me all the little insight, bro, because, you know, stuff's
it ain't easy, dude.
It's a war zone.
Listen, when you were putting that PC together, I was laughing.
Bro, second time. Well, it felt like the second. Well, the first time I ever did it, I had issues, so I was in and out of it, rebuilding it like the whole week. But that was in 2020. So here we go. Fast forward.
Oh shit! It was 2020.
2020 when I did my first build, and I was really, like I said, I was in there a lot, just digging and trying to like troubleshoot, because I was having issues with my RAM, and that just turned it out to be a QVL listing thing, and I think there might have been something else going on with. I think I had a CPU fan actually give out, a Wraith Prism cooler, but
God damn.
Yeah, man. But here I am now, three years later, trying to like get back into the PC like building mindset. So I'm like watching videos every night. I'm writing stuff down. I'm price checking. I'm hunting on Facebook Marketplace and checking like bang for buck. For how long have you had this? Do you still have your warranty? Do you have proof that you're the original owner? I was in it like crazy. And we got a really good build for a good price. We're sitting at sub 1,000, like really like probably like around 900. I was like 980 for the build that we have, right? With the I mean, you know the build with the 5900X and the 3060 and case, the fans, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, man, got a really good build for bang for buck kind of thing. Looking to upgrade the GPU. That's the only thing I want to do is get into the 4000 or the 40 series cards. But it's the 4060
I-
being
I'll
what it
tell
is.
you-
It's like, yeah.
I'll tell you like this, right? So I'm running a 4090.
Mm-hmm.
My brother, which is Gray Hoodie Lux.
Oh
I don't know if you
yeah.
remember that name?
Heck yeah.
That's my brother.
Sick, man.
So he runs a 3080.
Okay.
When we play all the time because we do a lot of ranked, right?
Mhm.
So he gets about 100 FPS
Okay.
above where I'm at.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry, vice versa. I get about 100 over him. With a
Oh, okay.
4090.
I was about to say like something's going wrong.
It's not really I'm specifically talking about Call of Duty.
Yep.
It's not really optimized
Mhm.
for the horsepower that the 4 series has.
Okay.
So if you could land yourself on something in the RTX like 30 series, like a 3080, 30 Ti for like a deal,
Mm-hmm.
definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. The contingent on the game that you have,
Yeah.
but if you're trying to do like duty, the other games that you play
Mhm.
aren't GPU intensive,
Okay.
right? If you're looking into getting like, what's the new game that came out?
Starfield? Yeah.
Star something.
Mhm.
That's going to require more horsepower, right?
Mhm.
But remember this: depending on what res you're playing. So I'll give you an example. If you have a 1080p monitor,
Mhm.
that requires more CPU.
Really?
If you go 4K, your system will require more from the graphic card than your CPU. So that's something to always take into consideration, right? So if you're only running 1080p, you need to spend your money on the CPU. Versus if you're saying, oh, I'm going to run in 4K, you could actually get a lesser performing CPU, but spend your money on the GPU, on the graphic card, because your graphic card at the higher res, 4K, 1440, which is like 2K, and then 4K itself is going to require more performance out of your GPU. So that's where you should spend your money. So that's kind of depending on, what your budget is, what you're performing at, what you have in terms of devices and stuff like that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Listen, man,
I am on.
You got the button. You got 1080. I
Mhm.
wouldn't overbuild on a GPU, because you could buy a 1590 NVIDIA exclusive underground GPU,
Yeah.
and you know what would happen? You would still get underperformance from that GPU.
Because of the resolution.
Yeah, because at 1080, it's requiring more CPU power. Okay, so you have an AMD. You said 5900.
No, I have a 3060 right now.
Okay, so you heard the I'm gonna give you an example. 5800X 3D. Did you hear that?
Yes.
had to have.
Yes. Yeah. CPU.
Okay, so the 3D variant is for gaming performance.
Right.
Okay, the reason they came out with that is for exactly what I just explained. Is because if you look at Steam, Battle.net, if you look at their averages for people that are playing at what res, most of the people are still playing at 1080.
Okay.
So that variant of processor, the X3D, I myself have a 5800 X3D. I still haven't gotten into the new ecosystem of AMD. I don't need to.
Yeah, AM5, right? Yeah.
Because I play at 4K. So if I ended up getting a new processor like that just came out, for me, it's all about graphic. It's not about CPU. I would just be spending money for nothing.
Okay.
Now, if I was at 1080, it's worth more me getting like a 5800 X3D, because the game is going to require more from the CPU versus it is the graphic card.
I get it.
Yeah, man. Listen,
I was wondering what the benefits of those were.
Listen, I don't charge for anything. I like to spread the knowledge because it's all over the place. it's hard to look stuff up because you go to look something up and you find something from like 6 years ago, and it doesn't apply today. It's not the same.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like, even sometimes when you look at reviews, it's like they're reviewing stuff, and it's like, okay, so you have a monitor that's like $2,000, and you're comparing all these games. Like it's not the norm. Like it's not how it works. Like people have different needs, different configurations. Like give them what they need.
Right. And like you said,
different
different versions. Like
Yeah, man,
like
it's
2000,
how it is.
2021's monitor might be totally revamped, or version 2.0 in 2023, even though it's the same
like
model name.
Even for me, I was playing on a 2K monitor, right? And then I
Mhm.
went to 4K, and I'm like, God damn! Like I didn't expect the jump. I knew it was gonna be better, but I'm like, this is night and day.
Mm.
I didn't. There was nothing that I could look up that would portray that difference until I saw it for myself.
Right.
So it's all different. But you got my info.
Man, I appreciate that, Odyssey. It's great to have you in the community, man. You always bring a fun energy about you, and even more so knowledgeable. Like seriously, because it's not like, who else is gonna have this conversation with me at 3-4 a.m. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
man.
thank you.
It's tough, man. I have anything you have moving forward. I mean, you have my thing on Discord.
Mhm.
Hit me up. Let me know. I could look things up. What I would tell you is the only thing you could have in terms of difficulty is if the adapters you purchased connect to the connectors of your fans.
Yeah,
That's the only hiccup.
I was looking at them and just going off of like a glance, I was like, okay, that looks like the 3-pin or 4-pin connector. But now that you say that, it's like, I actually didn't like really detail check the picture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like just at a glance, you kind of look at them, they all kind of start looking the same. Like, yeah, that looks like the connector.
Oh yeah.
But now that
I
you say that,
rewired
like,
mine. I cut mine and rewired them physically.
Oh, you put different connectors on them.
Oh yeah.
Manually.
I tried. I went to Micro Center. I called Leon Lee. So what ends up happening is, like I told you, even within the same brand, the AIO that I had at the time had 3 fans, right? And then I bought 3 fans, and I tried to get them to connect to one module, like we saw. And the pins from one of the connectors were different. I'm like, God damn, how am I supposed to connect this? They didn't sell adapters, nothing. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just cut them. I have another cable from something else that's exactly the same connector, and I spliced them. I cut them. I wired them. I put electrical tape, heat shrink, and to this day, it's still running the same way.
Dang.
Hopefully, I gotta get into that.
Oh,
That's a whole different level. But yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, they don't. All these peripheral companies, Corsair and all these brands,
yeah,
they don't make it easy, man. They're money hungry. Like it's not easy. Like now, they're starting to make it easier because other brands are doing things where they're making it easier, so they have to comply, which is good for us as the consumer.
Mm-hmm.
But what's the issue? They're just starting to do it, which means that it comes at a premium. That's the problem. Yeah.
All right, man. Well, shoot. God dang, I'm excited. I got these little splitters in the mail, and I'll definitely be giving you an update.
Yeah, let
for
me
sure,
know, man.
I'm
here for you.
I'll probably do that fan thing. Well, shoot, probably tonight. Just when I shut the stream down, I'm gonna unplug that fan, boot the PC right back up, and go to BIOS and just see, like, which one it is. And honestly, I might even look into the BIOS control. How you said, like, the default might actually be misreading the fan.
Yeah.
For the fan type. So
the key is this. If you look at you remember that software, the HW monitor?
Yeah.
So whether it's your CPU or whether it's your graphic card, usually anything above 90 C, it starts to throttle.
Anything above 90 C?
90 C, right? 90 degrees Celsius.
So you're talking about CPU? Yeah, CPU. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. GPU is the same thing.
Oh, okay.
So
I get it.
what will end up happening is if it's above that threshold,
Yeah.
the logic in the components say, hey, I'm running too hot, let me throttle down, because if I throttle down, I'm not going to hit that temp, and if I don't hit that temp, I could live. So if you see in your system that as you're playing something, so usually, okay, when I did my build, after I was done, I ran it for like 3 hours with a stress test to see how high the temps would go. Because if it's hitting that 90C, like I'll play duty, I'm going to give an example. I'll play duty for 4 hours, let's say. My CPU, the max it'll hit is like 60, and my GPU will hit like 40, maybe 45.
Mm-hmm.
It'll never hit that 90 because 90 means it's holding back. It's just like you put your hand over a stove. Let me back my hand up because it's too hot. You don't want that to happen in your system because that means that you're leaving performance on the table. So if you see on that program that I told you, the HW monitor,
Yeah.
it has minimum and it has maximum. So all you really care about is the maximum. You go to play a game, play the game, be done, go back to the monitor. It'll tell you what your maximum is. If any of your maximums are like at near 90, your stuff's not, something's wrong in your setup.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have to figure that out. Or if that issue comes. So
I don't think you're gonna have that problem.
you're
I'll be
using the
honest with you.
regular you're not using the HW Pro, right?
No, I use the free one. It's
Okay. The
it's
free one, okay.
yeah, the free one's plenty. You don't need to go that in depth. I could give you more. We could go down the rabbit hole down that deep because there's each board has, I'm gonna give you an example, 8 sections that it monitors temperature.
Yeah.
Who cares? I just want to know, is it hot? Is it not hot? Because if it's hot, it's not performing. I don't care about the 8 sections. Just tell me if it's hot.
Right.
Because you're not going to buy something to regulate heat somewhere else, right? Either your AIO's working, your fans are working, or they're not working. That's all you really care about.
Right. I'm feeling a lot better about like the whole next step.
Yeah, you're not bad. I mean, I spent a lot of time with connectors and Y splitters and this and that, but it's you're at I would probably say the back end of your build. If your temperatures are good,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be worried about all the extra stuff. That's just, you just need to figure it out, but it's not affecting you in terms of performance.
Okay. Sweet, man.
Yeah, man. Let me see. Can I this thing change mode modes? Can you see my HW monitor right now?
1 second. Whoa, where is? Oh, I see. Yeah, I see.
Okay. You see here, AMD Ryzen 5800 X3D.
Yes.
Okay. CS says
Happy. Thank you for chilling with us. I seen you saying you're going to
right here.
sleep. If you didn't see that message, good night, Happy. Yes, I do.
okay.
Thank
So
you for chilling
this-
with us. Thank you
Look
for
at
the
the
subs.
categories: value,
Thank
minimum,
you for getting
maximum.
your brain wrecked with all this PC
I
information.
could care less about minimum. I could care less about value. I want to know what the maximum is.
We'll be set up here
Right?
real soon.
So I see my CPU
Back to having some
max
grounded fun and different games.
that I hit on anything is 67.3, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know that at 90 it's gonna start to down performance. So at 60, 67, I'm good. So now I go down. So this is, I have Corsair RAM.
Yeah.
Look at what my Corsair is at: 35, 36, 36, 36. My RAM's not running hot. I'm good. So if I keep going down, I mean, I have extra stuff. This is the M.2 SSD 980 Pro.
Yeah.
30, 39 highest. I'm good.
Nice.
Good there. I have another one. That's fine. Look at the graphic card, 4090, right?
Yeah.
Look at the temperatures. 27, 36, 35.
Dang.
You see what I'm saying? So just off that, if my graphic card and my CPU up here is running within realm, I don't really have to worry about anything else.
Yep.
Because that's the stuff that's going to give you your FPS.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as those two are good, this kind of paints you the picture. Like, as long as those two are good, if those are good, you're pretty much moving.
All right.
There's nothing throttling you. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then everything else is just an accessory, right? Oh, what degree is my RAM running? Oh, okay, that's good. You know, I have additional hard drives. Okay, what are they running? Because maybe in your system, the hard drives are running really, really hot. You can tell them on here. You're just worried about maximum.
I have a question about your 4090. When you installed your drivers, did you install them through GeForce Experience first, or did you go, like select your graphics card on the NVIDIA website?
I never go through so I have a gigabyte card. I think, hold on, let me see. I could actually show you that real quick. CPU. Discord. Change window.
But yes, guys, I know we're on that later side. I know we're on that later side and stuff like that. So if you guys are going to sleep, I totally understand. We finally got this screen set back up. As you can see, I'm trying to get the chat. I see Prettier say something. So going to sleep, brother. I am soon, bro. I am soon. I'm trying to really just knock some of this out as much as we can, so that it doesn't have to be an issue. But I can't remember how I used to fit it all into this chat box, and I feel like the chat is very small too. Let me see here. Let me get back on here. Let me see. 26, 38. Let's go 40. Save settings. See how I look tired? Man. I could knock out. I could knock out. Okay, wait, this kind of works. I think that's a good little spot right there. Check. Test. Hi. Ha ha ha. I'm doing a little check right now with these this little screen. Boom, all our emotes popping up. See, just trying to make sure all the text is popping up right there on the stream for you guys. Oh, wait, hold on. Mic check. Yeah.
Okay, you can hear me? Good. I don't know what happened on that one, but okay.
Oh, were you talking?
Yeah, I was. Sometimes this headset that I have acts up, so.
I got you.
Okay, so. All right. You see that window?
1 second. Let me get back to that. Oh. Yes, I do.
Okay, so.
Perir, yes, we're definitely knocking out. I got to check this fan just to make sure we're good.
Gigabyte technology.
And then I'm going to knock out. Brand manufacturer.
I never go with the brand name drivers.
Right. You probably went to NVIDIA, right?
I always go to NVIDIA. Always.
Right. So
always.
That software they let you have the GeForce Experience.
Yeah, I don't use it.
You don't use it. Okay.
So remember, this is a personal choice. So
Yeah.
GeForce Experience gives you a couple things, right? They do like you could do clips, recordings. You could change your, let's say, your calibration for gameplay.
Right.
All those overlays that you do lower your FPS, right? So because it's another layer on top of processing your graphics. So if you pick something different, it's additional, right?
Yeah.
I don't do that. So depending on what I want, I don't stream. But I can tell you this, that when I play Call of Duty, I like things to be more vivid.
Yeah.
If I use GeForce Experience and it's got settings that you could pick, like vivid, let's say. When I do that, I could see that my FPS will drop. I don't do it that way. I pick it in my monitor. So I go on my monitor and actually set what I want I want more reds or blues or greens. Okay. I set it there because the graphic card's not processing that. The monitor is just calibrating it to what I want.
I see.
So I'm not dropping FPS. Now, if you need like my brother runs, he's signed up for Xbox. So if he wants to do like a clip, he just has a keystroke, and because Windows owns, it's all Microsoft, Microsoft, all the same. Yeah, it'll clip it for him. If you want to do that, then that's up to you.
So you can actually clip stuff through Microsoft. I didn't know that.
That's how he does it. Yeah.
I mainly use GeForce Experience to just keep my drivers up to date, but they kind of what I've learned is that the whole like game ready drivers, like as there's new titles releasing,
I don't update.
And I get what you're saying though, as far as like just the extra like overlays and things like that when it's active. It's like you said, another layer of processing.
Yeah.
So I get that.
I don't unless the only time I'll ever update is if I'm like, damn, things, the game had an update and it's been a week and I feel like things a little, it's not as smooth as what it was before. Let's say last week. I'll say, okay, let me update the drivers for the graphic card, and that'll usually fix it. Unless I run into that scenario, I won't update, because a lot of the times you'll update and there's a new issue. Yeah. So I won't update.
So do you go through the process of DDU uninstalling stuff? Uninstalling drivers?
Sometimes yes. I would probably say I'm gonna give you an average. Out of 50 times of me doing an upgrade, I'll do the DDU like a full clean uninstall to do the full install. Yeah, I'd probably say out of 50 times, maybe 5. Okay. You don't really need it that much.
Okay. I just remember
before, yes. 3 years ago, 4 years ago, you needed it a lot. Now, not as much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get that. All right, cool. Man, Odyssey, it's good talking to you, bro.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
You be killing me, bro, with that dang that jump scare.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
I watch your stream and I do it on purpose. Like I time it. I'm like, oh, right now.
Bro, you be hitting me in the gut. My stomach just be like, oh, oh, dude. But man, thank you for all the tips, bro. I appreciate it. I'm about to get ready to.
I'm here for the community. You know what I mean? Like those that try to do. I usually don't help. Like somebody that's just like figure this out for me. Yeah, I don't help. But somebody that's trying to make things happen and they're trying to understand. Yeah, it's. I'd rather somebody learn, so then in the future you could give that information to somebody else when the time comes.
Exactly. Instead of just consume and throw it to the side. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm here for who needs it.
You're my kind of guy. I knew it. I knew it. All right, Odyssey.
I'm gonna go to sleep. You got my Discord thing. Anything that you need, just send me a thing and then we'll touch base.
All right, man. Take care. Good night.
All right, take it easy.
Peace. Snap man in the building. That is, hey, said he here for the Ghost City podcast. It did kind of have a little podcast. Oh, my arms feel like noodle. Oh, my little COVID arms. I'm sorry. Bro, what's up, man? Who's your next guest? Me? Quack. Hey, Snap, we are bringing back stream portals. You know what it is. You know what it is, bro. We're bringing back stream portals. But what we're gonna do, okay? I'm gonna make it a channel point redemption, to where how we were just talking to Odyssey right there, like there will be a time or a narrative will like be playing out throughout a stream, to where you guys can summon me in like a I don't know, we'll call it like probably have some little chamber or some little like secret spot, or I don't know, we'll call it something, the clubhouse, Ghost City clubhouse. Hey, kind of like that Ghost City treehouse. Yeah, you guys can activate that via channel points. Like say you drop, boom, 5 channel points, boom, I see that Ghost City treehouse summoning, and then we can go via Discord. You can take me to the treehouse, and then from there, you know, we can chat it up and be like, hey man, meet me at the barn or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You said I summoned thy Bronco Buster. Bro, hey, dude, I'm so happy to see y'all. I'm so happy to be back in here, man. I see Potato laughing at me. My little COVID arms. Yeah, your boy is sick, man. Your boy is sick. It's just another wave. I haven't had it since that first, like, you know, shutdown in 2020. So definitely responded to it better than I did last time. Last time I was really like, for like a day, maybe a day and a half, head was spinning, eyes was just pressured, like the nasal pressure was crazy. I still kind of got some, but we're bouncing back for sure. But yes, it's gonna be fun, bro. I'm a channel, because you know we were kind of like in a this light really does bug me. I need y'all to understand that whenever I see all this little fuzzy like shadows, my god. Okay, yes, first of all, I'm kind of far away now I think about this. Hold on, I'm like really far away. What am I trying to say? Channel points, the channel points, the portals. That is going to be how do I make this bigger here? Something that we can like really put into play a little bit more. I feel like I'm missing something. Wait, this kind of works, but I want to feel like I'm like coming out of it almost at y'all. How do I do that? How do I make it to where it looks like I'm coming out at y'all? Should I go behind? Oh wait, whoa. Kind of behind it. I kind of like it. I think I used to be out here though, and I think I was like maybe here, to where it looks like I'm like reaching out towards y'all, like kind of like I'm coming out of here. Yeah, it works. We'll do that for now. Like chair. Whenever you want to do a little podcast, I'm down for the thing, fam. Hit me if you want to hop on and just chat it up. Yeah, man, I've never what Odyssey was doing right there was giving me some tips on the new build to make sure you know I had everything running efficiently and in troubleshooting in the right direction. Yeah, so that's all that was right there. That's all it was. But yeah, as far as like getting you guys in here more involved in the stream, you know, that's pretty much like a little test run when we had the stream portals before. So we know people are down. We know people have the energy to come and goof around with us. So we will have some kind of, like I said, summoning, Discord summoning or something like that, to where you guys can literally pull like me into the scene space that you want, whether that be the barn, wherever, anywhere. But I think it would be cool to have like a I don't know, like a meeting ground. Is it like a clubhouse or a tree house? Something where you all could be. Oh, because, you know, I have that channel on Discord. I have the watch party room. That's for you guys to really like be in there and just watch. And if you ever wanted to watch the stream and goof around about what y'all seen on Discord or what y'all watching in Discord too, you know, like I feel like that could be just fun. But what if I actually had a clubhouse or like a party room channel a scene to go with that voice channel, pretty much a scene to go with that voice channel. That way, anytime I go in there, you guys will know, like, okay, it can be wild in here. We'll work that out. We'll work that out for sure. Dead zombie. We did it before, and that was amazing. We did, bro. Snap, bro. I'm telling you, you're helping innovate, man. When you partake in stuff like that, bro, like for real. You should have chill streams just talk about life. Yes, for sure, bro. I'm all about having like real conversations to help you guys navigate or just express something you could be going through, like for real. I know we do a lot of like RP here, or really we do a lot of action here, and you guys have been noticing towards the end of the streams I've been trying to like do like more react kind of content, whether it be to like just YouTube videos or TikToks or what other kind of random stuff we can find. But I think if we have if I can create more engagement, like I said, with you guys through Discord, this will also encourage you guys to engage more with each other, because you know what it is, like when you crack a joke, like Snap, people probably know you Snap for the quack. Like if they hear the quack, I'm telling you, people are thinking like, oh, that's Snap's in the stream, you know what I'm saying? So those things, and just how we know Odyssey, when he does that scream thing, it's like, oh, I know it was Odyssey, you know what I'm saying? So I think people, you guys are you guys know who each other are via your tags and like your chat personalities, your chat energies. I think it'd be cool, like I said, to get you guys involved even more through the Discord summoning scenes and like stuff like that. And the new thing I'm working in, which is the watch party room, right, to where you guys can converse and just goof around and joke even more. Like it's, you know, like literally just take the community to the next level. Community comes to the next level. You know me, I'm you. All you to go to. Man, Snap. Thank you guys. All you guys have seen the channel trailer, right? All of y'all have seen the channel trailer. God, man. Come on, baby. That was some. We cooked up a good little commercial. Like that's literally like that's gonna be the Ghost Cities commercial. Like I'm gonna run ads on that. I'm gonna put it on social media and I'm gonna run ads. I'm gonna like, you know, literally pay for Instagram or YouTube, whatever, to put it in front of people. Man, I'm very excited and I'm very proud of that, man, because when I tell you the adversity that I have, which is like being able to execute things when it's like, you know, really just the energy and the time management of just like life outside of stream, you know. I almost deleted that. All that footage, it took me like, you know, a good hour to like change costumes real quick and get probably more than that to shoot all that stuff. And I started to chop it up, and I ran into issues like this. The videos weren't chopping correctly and moving correctly, and I was like, oh hell no, man! Like this is. I did all this editing and all this changing costumes and all this just for it to like be broken, and I left it alone for months. That was supposed to be done months ago. Like we can say at the beginning of the year, actually. That commercial was supposed to be done like hell. We can say like March. Maybe February, but I'm just thankful, man. Thankful for the support you guys have given me. Thankful for the Ghost City. Thank God for just helping me see the light, you know, when things get dark and feel heavy and confusing or whatever. Like, you know, that commercial is like the Ghost City. All the personalities are in there. I almost left out Elden Ghost. I was like, nah, I don't know. Maybe Elden Ghost. Maybe I'll leave out Phantom. We don't really do Phantom McFeeler. Maybe not. You know, but we did it. We got it done. Some piece of reviews. He's hilarious. He always boosts people's streams. Figure it out. My buddy from Alabama. Your buddy from Alabama? Who I don't know who that is. Send me like I say, if you think you know anybody because I want to start doing that. No, I want to start rating out people more. And it won't be something that's just like, hey, you know, like it won't be an open thing like, hey, rate him, hey, rate him, hey, rate him, hey, rate him, because then everybody's gonna have somebody, and then people will get their feelings hurt just naturally. People will feel indifferent if I say no to them and I pick somebody else's, or if I just don't pick them in general. So if you think you have somebody cool that you might want to check out, DM me their Twitch channel, so I can just see what they're doing and stuff like that. See, you made that so amazing. Put it, hey, you guys help me push forward. I'm telling you, you guys help me push forward. You really do. You help me push forward, man. You help me push forward. Like when I was doing that, I was thinking of y'all. I was like, okay, does this feel like Ghost City? Like these moments, this energy, like when chat watches this, like is this what they, you know, like what I made sure that there was a little bit of everything. You know, you got every character in there. I tried to give different games in there, a little Elden Ring, Call of Duty. You know, sometimes we were like super serious and we're trying to hit snipes. Sometimes we're just goofing around, you know, like Texas Chainsaw, whatever. Texas Chainsaw, Elden Ring, Call of Duty. I can't remember this. Might be another game in there. I feel like there's one more game I'm missing out somewhere. I just gotta watch it, but I just tried to make sure there was just flavors, just like a vast variety of flavors. Few different scenes and stuff like that too. Which of the channel? Yeah. Tell Viper I've seen you. You'll know it's me. The best intentions. Got you. You mod over there too? Bet, man. Bet. Awesome, man. Well, you know, with the timing of it all, we are about to shut this mug down soon. HW monitor. Okay, we got that there. This is saved. I'm pretty sure. I kind of like where it's at. I'm not gonna save it. I'm gonna leave it right here. You said you whispered me.
I will.
This SCP is a powerful, aggressive.
I think I've shared this with you before. When it comes to rating people, there's been times I've rated and the person's character, the person said something wild or said something kind of like, you know, offensive, and I was like, see, this is why I don't do this shit. But yeah, man. Most people I like to try to check out and see what's actually going on.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm rating out if I don't make it on this one.
Wait. Oh, it's okay. I'm going to Twitch right now. That was Athens right there. Oh, this is my whispers. Okay, yeah. Whispers. Jennifer. Oh, okay, I see. That's the 18 or older thing on it. I see. I see him on there, but see it, boom. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna start rating out people and stuff, and all that. I'm about to oh, my man watching Martin. Hell no, bro. My man watching my show.
That was fire. Like I've been curious. I've also never watched the anime. No, I mean, like I said,
my man got Martin on. Hold on, bro. That's my show.
You know? And so are some other characters in his show. Like they hold their own in different little ways, but no, I mean, I've never actually been able to watch. I mean, it's like 30,000 episodes.
Bro, Martin literally is a key inspiration for just my humor and creativity, bro.
What a marathon ass. Go watch one pick. That boy ain't gonna never hit the end.
Dang.
I'm hooked on the boys. Wait, did you just started Ghost Jump? Yo, how long Ghost Jump? Where you come from?
Man, hold
Martin,
up.
that's my jam. Come on, I'm finna go on, hit a little play.
I was good with it.
Hey, bro, I'm cool. You keep in Discord, man. Like, this ain't that deep. Like,
Oh, my man on
I'm chilling.
Buckshots got bumped up. BDB got bumped up.
BDB got bumped out.
Yes,
on that part. Let's go.
Whatever.
I'm about to go mute because my last gonna be late, man.
Nah, you good, BDB? Hey, he said BDB.
Girl, you getting us paid. You know that, huh?
I've only just started watching the boys.
Assistant
Let's go.
director. Is that why you looking so sexy tonight, girl? Huh?
Let's go,
Yo,
man.
Ghost, are you Snap's friend?
Bedroom.
What's going on, man?
I will be directing in the
Welcome to the Stringer the Struska Streamski.
Now that you got the promotion, I guess you
Bro.
going for the rail.
Yeah.
Man, that's dope, bro. That's dope. All right, chat. We are about to get ready to shut this mug down. I got to get some sleep. I got to figure out this last little PC part. My man dancing in the couch. Hey, let's go, man. He's got energy, too. That's dope, bro. He's got some energy, too. Yo. Dun, 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 dun. You know, hold on, wait.
Congratulations, Gina. Pam told us all about it. Yeah, y'all getting paid.
Come on.
now,
Yes,
huh?
yes, I'm making so much money now, I might start investing in stocks.
Well, fine. I got a tip for you.
We watching mine, huh? You know what I mean?
Hot cone
You feel me?
stocks are way up.
This is my show, dog.
Way up.
Got my drink.
You know what, Mark?
You getting your drink? I'm getting my drink.
You're
You got your drink?
just jealous.
Ah, you
Face
get-
it, bro. You've been in the same job for what?
You know what I mean?
2 years now?
Yeah.
Your career is going
Yeah.
absolutely nowhere.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up?
Pam, man, look at Pam.
I said it.
Come on, what she say?
See, I was just playing with you, okay? But you just
Get-
got real. Now, you know I'm sensitive about my job. You didn't have to go there.
She running her
I'm
mouth.
sensitive about my buckshots. You didn't have to go there.
Okay, but there's a big difference, all right?
Big.
A good job is hard to come by. But they got dark and lovely on damn near every corner you pass.
See?
Okay?
Dark-
Now, lube it down.
Dark and
BB.
lovely.
Ain't no excuse. Lube it down.
PG, we always know
You
this.
always
25 of them.
You come up into my place, you lucky I let you
Son, come
in
up
it.
here and say,
For real, if you want her-
Bro, this is dope.
So,
All right, man.
Pam,
You never seen the show, bro?
it's fine. I know
Martin
Check again.
Martin is just like a hilarious ass 90s sitcom.
You're exactly where you should be. Well,
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. We might
He started off
have
with
to start
WGP.
watching this mug.
Look at him now.
I know I said I want to watch like Wild Boys
He's in town.
or
I cleaned the plane he came off of last.
I don't think I want to watch Jackass because I think we'll run into some issues with stuff being too grimy or whatever. But like Wild Boys or Viva La Bam, stuff like that.
He's the man.
And
Yeah, he's large now.
Martin might have to
You
be
know,
in the
I hear they
mix
think
too,
of naming
bro.
a day after him.
This show is just
It's
so
in a
funny.
holiday.
No,
This
no,
is a funny like
Monday,
90s sitcom.
Tuesday, Varnell, Thursday.
All right. I think I don't know if we can like.
Varnell's whack. He's a sellout. He ain't
Great.
funny. What's the line he always said? Did
How
you
do I do
miss
this?
me? Man, please.
Viper Carter 101. I can't remember if I need to add him.
Baby, look, don't you worry about it. You'll be as large as Varnell.
Viper Carter
And you got a lot
101.
going for you. In fact, my man, my baby.
All right,
is
chat. We
holding
shutting
you
this
up
mug
in the
down,
news
man.
and in the mug.
Like I said, we are very much done with like getting the new build complete. Just a little troubleshooting on a few pieces that are just giving us some little red alarms. But
You know what? I'm gonna buy you that big house you
I'll
want.
see y'all in the next one, which will be tomorrow as well. Hopefully, try to get like an afternoon stream, not a late night one, but something in the middle of the day. So you guys take care of yourselves. Again, much love to everybody who came through and helped us out tonight. Shout out to Happy Yourself for the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. We might have to get on this mic, bro. This song, this is like transition music.
Damn, my man. See, this is the kind of publicity I'm talking about, bro.
God damn. All right.
New Jack Cola.
Yes,
These are
yes,
the
for
big
the stream.
boys, the
Put
big
it, we
funds.
bringing it, baby. We bringing it. We still here. Chat, and I'll see y'all. Let me see this raid real quick.
There's no
Is that how that works? Yeah. And I'll see y'all
I'll be right back.
in the next one.
Valet park. Talking about, bro.
Post the clip. Okay,
Boy,
got
somebody
you.
played that man out that car. Ooh, that boy had a Hellcat, didn't it?